value. And the guy who told me that was like pretty autistic, so I trust him.
Oh, he's got the facts for sure.
We're live. So I think because Legos, there's nothing for children anymore.
No.
So Legos is another one of those things that's been completely taken over. It's relegated to now adults.
Yeah.
And so now adults go buy like a Lego set that's like the Nakatomi Towers from Die Hard.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't touch these, son. These are my Legos.
This is my Building 7 erector set.
Yeah. This is my WTC Building 7.
This is my Pentagon and missile set.
Yeah. So now it's like Legos cost like, I think on the low end, a decent set is like $500, and then it goes up from there. And so, yeah, I guess like the unopened sets probably do have a decent secondary market.
Yeah, Pokemon cards have also been completely ruined by adults. They're like punching out kids to get these sets. It's really funny.
Oh yeah, these guys in their like 40s who look like, honestly, the videos I've seen, they look like me. It's like big old corn-fed boys.
They might look like some version of all of us right now.
Honestly, yes.
They go to these hobby shops, or those vending machines they have, and they're like the first ones there because they don't have school. The primary market for Pokemon cards, which would be children, they're in school.
Yeah.
So these guys who I guess are either unemployed or their job is Pokemon. It's like, what do you do for a living, Pokemon?
Yeah.
And
So it's gotten crazy because, as you know, I have an Amazon store, and I got ungated in Lego and Star Wars and Pokemon a while ago, like years ago. And then last year I had to get re-ungated because they were having counterfeits and stuff from India come in. So they made everybody reapply. And this year I can't even get them. So even the wholesalers that I used to go to are like, we can't get them anymore because they're only selling to select people. And it's like Walmart, Costco, and all them. And then, like you said, it's not even getting to the kids. It's just adults going in there fighting one another for Pokemon packs to resell for a profit.
I've seen the videos, where it's like big old boys in their 40s.
Yeah.
They go to these stores and they'll just like drop like $2,000-$3,000 to buy all the Pokemon cards they got, like that day's shipment.
Yeah.
And right there, either there or when they get home, they'll open them and they'll just be throwing cards away, looking for like the rare one that they're trying to find.
I was going to say, it's not much different than the meme coining that you're doing right now. They are opening all these packs. They're looking for a $1,000 Pokemon. That's their investment plan.
There was like, I saw one video where they were like, this box unopened costs like $100,000. And they're like, if we get this one card, that's like a $20,000 card. And it's like, that math is bad.
Yeah.
There's no scenario where you come out on top.
Yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't really understand tangible physical assets anymore. Now that digital assets exist, even the dumbest person, which would be me, could just do what they say you should do, which is buy Bitcoin, and that's like a pretty good investment. Whereas like not even a house now. I don't think you can buy a house now because they're all owned by Blackstone.
Yeah, they're all owned by Blackstone, so you can rent from Blackstone. That's still an option. At least with the cards, I think the only way it makes sense to me is because they're doing it on YouTube, that they're advertising money, and sponsors have to balance out the losses on all the cards.
Yeah, I was thinking about that actually, that like anything you do, you could do like a YouTube for. By the way, folks,
that's poker. That's what they do with poker.
By the way, welcome to the show, everybody. We got Dave is here as always at Saturday, Cornfed. And then we're joined by Max Marcus. Hello, Max.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for doing this. And we're joined by Ian William from the rock and roll band Holy Coast.
Hey.
The N-word.
So,
yeah, we should become a professional show. So right off the bat, we're 5 minutes in. Do you guys want to do your plugs? So everybody knows where to find you and what you guys have been up to.
Yeah.
rather than doing 4.5 hours in when everybody's asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's just Max Marcus Comedy. I put it as my thing. I'm opening up for Kyle Dunnigan in Minneapolis in September. I think around September 14th, 17th, around there. And then I'll be with him in Rhode Island early November.
Oh yeah, Minneapolis, aka New Mogadishu.
Make sure I definitely want to come down
Yes.
in November. If it's not, I don't know if he's going to do Rhode Island Comedy Club.
I had no idea.
Does he
It's
put on
honestly-
like still put like a stage show on with the screen and stuff?
Yeah,
There
he
you go.
does that.
Yeah.
He still does like his faces on the screen. I think there's a chance I'm going to be operating that for those shows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ian, where can everybody find you? What are you
All
working
right.
on?
So I am on the Twitter or X at Gothmosis Jones. I am in a band called Holy Coast. Twitter fucking sucks for music, so really just find us on Instagram at Holy Coast Band. We have a new album coming out. It's called Such Strange Ghosts. We are doing what the kids are doing, which is just fucking releasing every song as single all summer, every Friday. We just released week 9, so that's track 9, and we're almost rounding out the 12-track record, and it'll be out here very soon on September 12th.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah. I've listened to some of the stuff, but not the whole thing. Because I remember you went on Crowder Voice and there was an album. So that makes sense now because you're only releasing it in pieces.
I listen to it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Nice. I'll
Well,
check it out
folks,
later.
If you're
Hell yeah.
just joining us, we're talking financial advice, Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I'm actually very interested in hearing this counterfeit Indian Pokemon that
Yeah.
Dave was
Well,
alluding to.
well, I was thinking about that recently. Is like when the jobs report comes out, and it's like, oh, nobody can find a job, everybody's unemployed, and all the like coders are trying to apply to work at Chipotle now.
Yeah.
So it's like, so what's happening? And it's not the boogeyman that is Mexicans. That's been what they've been saying my whole life. Like nobody
El
wants to be
Chupacabra.
made. Yeah, the chupacabras and capybaras and all that coming over the border illegally, that they're bouncing their skulls off the concrete now. It was never that, because there's no, that job market is not like in demand, so nobody's looking to pick tomatoes or clean hotel rooms like those.
You don't want to do those things?
Not necessarily. No, I don't want to
Yeah.
do. I don't think I'd be good at them. I think any even somewhat able-bodied Mexican would do that job better and for less money than I would.
I would steal the strawberries and then lie about them being those like Japanese strawberries that sell for like $20 a berry, and I would do that till they fired me. I think.
Hey, what's your early life, by the way, Max?
My early
That's
life?
Oh, come on.
Can I get an early? I'm sorry.
Come
it's
on now.
come on, too early to check Max's
Sure.
early
Come on,
life?
man.
Yeah, Bethany Mandel's son just had a. What was that? She tweeted today that somebody went paragliding near her son's youth camp, and she was like, "I was watching the live stream and I was terrified." And everybody was like, "Why are you watching a live stream of your son's summer camp?"
Did you think it was Hamas?
She thought it was Hamas. And, yeah, like I guess
She's
it's
having
like,
Hamas flashback. Wait, where's the summer camp? at?
it was like probably I don't know. I guess like
Ohio?
a summer camp, yeah, in Ohio or something.
Chill out. Chill on the Ohio.
There's an East Palestine.
Yeah,
In
yeah, it was East
Yeah.
Palestine.
What a
Yeah,
shithole.
free East Palestine. That's what I've been saying.
Yeah, it was some tweet that she's one of those. I think she is like a popular big Zionist Twitter account, or at least she's at least Jewish,
Oh, I said that as a joke. I didn't realize that was the truth.
Well,
Oh no,
if
she
you-
genuinely thought it was. She was like, we thought this might be another October 7th, but it turns out it was just a hobbyist.
my favorite thing about Twitter is like the people that do the deep dives and the IP address checks or whatever, like on the big accounts. And I had done some reverse stuff on some of the MAGA stuff the other day of the people doing the TikTok dances, and they're all storefronts. Like I think like 4 out of 5 of the people had storefronts where they were selling MAGA gear. And then out of those 4 stores, 3 of them were overseas, like in India and China. and one was in Florida. So the MAGA accounts that are like, liberals hate this. I'm like, let me trace this. It's like, it's an Indian guy selling merch and a Chinese guy selling merch. So they were tracking those like, there's a huge like Zionist Israel account, and it's and everybody's tracked the IP address, and it's just an Indian guy who's basically just goes on whatever, and he's just pissing everybody off and making money from all the impressions, pretending that he's pro-Jewish and he's in Tel Aviv. He's got his location set as Tel Aviv, but when people track his IP address, he's actually some Indian guy just running a hustle on Twitter.
Oh, did you see Israeli Martin Lawrence run Tel Aviv?
No.
Anyway.
I want to see if I can find this guy. You guys probably know it. It's like Ishmael something or other, and it's like a laser eye guy picked profile thing, and then it's got like.
I feel like there's a lot of laser eye profiles. I feel like that's really big right now.
Oh yeah, Greek and Roman statue laser eyes. That's huge.
Yeah.
Like the one I've been seeing today is Mr. Beast just raised like however many millions of dollars to build wells in Africa, and I'm seeing every statue laser eyes be like, "This is the most evil thing anyone's ever done," because that means there's going to be more Africans.
I do love all of the posts right now, which I think is what you were talking about. It's like they're just showing videos of like sorority girls dancing, and it's like this is going to trigger the libs, and it's like why?
Nobody knows what they're talking about. Everything is completely disoriented and topsy-turvy. The pandemic was like, I think we're America. We all finally lost our damn minds, and now we're on the other side of, everybody's insane and stupid now. I'm told that it's Eddington, but I have not seen Eddington yet, so apparently that's what Eddington is. It's about like how we're all extremely crazy and stupid now.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because of the pandemic.
True.
Yeah.
I don't feel any different after the pandemic, but if you're not careful on Twitter, it will get you because you'll read something, it'll hit a bias that you have, and your immediate impulse is to be like, reshare, and whatever, and you have to take a deep breath, go online and say, like, are they really freeing Ghislaine Maxwell on work release? And you're like, okay, they're not freeing her on work release. She's still in jail. Like it was something that her attorney floated, saying that she's whatever. We could probably get her on work release, but it didn't happen. But if you're not careful,
I guess I'm stupid.
Like if you're not careful, yeah, you can get.
I bought that one.
I did too for like. I was like, wait, I gotta look this up. Yeah.
Oh, I'm very susceptible to headlines and just errant tweets where I go, damn, I can't believe Ghislaine Maxwell is actually an alien. Or, where I do no further research.
Is that one true? Did you look into that?
She might be.
Okay.
Yeah, she's an illegal alien from Israel, right? Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
So, dude, all right, come on, man. All the child rape aside,
yeah,
sure.
She's pretty fucking hot. Just right?
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement that she is a pretty good honey trap?
I've always felt like say what you want about Ghislaine Maxwell, but she looked stunning at Chelsea Clinton's wedding.
Yeah. But like, I mean, maybe they're just the propaganda is so good, or they just find. I'm sure there's some bad pictures of her, but everything that I see, it's the titties are popping.
Yeah.
Even like when she's like rubbing feet or whatever, they got that picture with she's got like her top
that
like hanging up.
So demented, dude.
It's diabolical.
When they're on the presumably child sex airplane and she's rubbing his
I prefaced this with take the child rape out of it first.
All right, yeah, I guess like if you set that to the side, put a pin in that.
Yeah, separate the art from the artist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose, when you focus on just the titties, she does have some slamming fucking jugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, biologically, I think she's a good pick for a honeypot.
I guess that's something that's explored in a lot of like David Lynch's work, is that evil lies even in the most big tittied of women.
Yeah.
That the facade can conceal something, an evil unfathomable.
Big tits are scary.
Titties are scary.
It's one of those things though, like, all right, let's say you like 18 plus women. Okay. I think we can all safely admit that
Yeah,
here,
so you
right?
like adults.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she comes to you and she's
I
like, hey,
prefer it when a woman is over the age of 18.
she's like, hey, I got this big party. There's going to be lots of ladies there. A few of them below board, some of them above board. But she's talking to you. She's hot. She's charismatic. She's got her titties in your face.
I would ask, what does below board mean? Like they're ugly? Well,
hey guys, we've been joking a lot around tonight, but child rape is no laughing matter. So
they're not going on toddlers and tiaras. Why would that be the show?
that is crazy. Like even before all this stuff, there's like, hey, let's put makeup on children, put them in dresses, and have a beauty contest.
I remember in high school, I was hanging out with some friends, and this one girl I knew was like watching toddlers and tiaras, and she was watching it like inspired, like this is so beautiful, and I was like, this is gross and bad. I don't know why you like this.
Yeah, I don't even understand some of the makeup that like adults wear, let alone putting that on a child.
No, it's
right.
gross.
Especially if you understand the science behind it, it becomes even creepier.
It's not even trying to make a child look like an adult woman. It's like drag. So it's making a child look like a gay guy's version of a woman.
Yeah, like Sabrina Carpenter.
It's even worse. It's like, it's like John Benet Ramsey just looked like RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah,
and that's why they killed her.
Is that
the town of Boulder, Colorado?
Yeah, somebody fell for it. Somebody ended up sleeping with her and like, hey, wait a minute, you're a gay man.
Work, bitch.
They killed her because they thought she was a gay man. It's like, oh no, it was just a child. Child girl.
Yeah.
What have I done? I thought I was really a gay man.
I thought this is a gay man midget.
I thought a gay man tricked me into sex. I didn't realize that it was just a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Who tricked me. I was not again.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I thought it was a gay man.
Your Honor.
Case dismissed.
Look at
Shares
the makeup.
Believe was on the radio. The spirit took over.
Look at the makeup. That doesn't look like a drag queen to you, Your Honor.
So yeah, but what were you? Oh, so I saw this. The job market. You know, it's like how do you? Because this is something I've been wondering about. Like as I because I got to be honest when I claim unemployment, so they may not keep giving it to me. Or I could just keep lying and risk a felony.
There you go.
This is a bit, though. You're doing a bit right here. This is a pretty good bit.
Well, I don't think it. So it's
as
like
a comedian.
the jobs report just came out, and they were like, "Yeah, I guess like nobody has a job."
Yeah,
and then the crypto market took a dump that day. But and so I saw this video the other day that was like all the current NYU graduates for like their STEM program, and everyone they were going to was like. They were like, "What's your name and where are you going to go work?" And it was like, "I am Rajesh. I'm a Devda Curry, and I'm going to work for IBM." And that was like every single person they talked to was just another Rajesh or Rajev, Pradeep, Patel, you know. And I was like, "Where are the good Christian white men?" And they had like one Jewish guy, and I was like, "So none." And so I realized that the labor market is being like the true, the misdirect is like Mexicans and Guatemalans and whatever, that illegal immigration, all these ICE raids, nobody ever even gave a shit about that. Or that was never what was posing any sort of threat to the American job market. It's all the H-1B immigrants that are coming over here and undercutting all the jobs that people actually want to do. I got
a big fight with a conservative Republican friend of mine over this, saying because he was like talking about like, oh, this is good that Trump's getting all the illegals out of here, and I was like, bro, he's just getting the ones that he doesn't like. Him and Elon are shuffling in all sorts of Indian and Chinese guys to do tech, and,
Well, that was
and
one of the
work in
first,
offices.
that was one of the first fights between Trump and Elon, where Trump was talking about like ending the H1, whatever they are, visas, and that's when Elon started calling everyone subtards. It was pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty cool.
I'm the meme lord.
So I am vetting Amazon businesses back to full circle, vetting these Amazon businesses, and there's hundreds of thousands of scams. I couldn't even keep up with them all. So one of these places, actually, friend of the show, Will, he might be in chat or he might be listening this tomorrow or Monday at work.
Big Willie style.
He found a company that's supposedly out of Florida called Nexus Wholesale LLC. And I called and tried to vet them, and they had a weird number in Texas. And I talked to this Indian guy in Texas, and the emails would come back the next day. And I deal with like China and stuff. So a lot of times I will email Hong Kong, and I got to wait to the following day to respond. So I was like, that's not a big deal. Just don't lie to me. And he's like, no, we are in Florida. Come to find out, I send them $6,000, buy this product from them. They box up the actual measurements, get the UPS signature, send everything to Amazon. Amazon opens it up. There's one Lysol sanitizer wipes in all of the boxes. So Amazon, it just signs for everything, though. So they're not technically scamming you. They're using you as the patsy. So once Amazon signs for it, they're responsible for it. So they have to refund you the money. But then Amazon come after you for the thing. Now I literally just got out of this lawsuit. And so I vet all these guys all the time, and it's these shell companies all run by guys in India on Google with Google numbers. And they just have a person in Florida that will send empty boxes for them to Amazon, and they're making $5, $6, $7 a pop because they'll send you an email that says, "Oh, thanks for purchasing $5,000. If you purchase $10,000, we'll give you a 10% discount next time." So they're trying to keep pushing the scam money.
The economy now is trying to thwart Indian scams.
Well, I was going to say, you can look at it like that. We got to start a scam, guys.
Yeah, that's what my thought was, that we need a scam.
Oh, should we do a meme coin?
What I was getting at was that...
Should we rug a meme coin?
Yeah, I think so.
What I was getting at, and this is what Max was talking about with the Pokemon cards.
Pokemon!
Anything you want to do now is like, because you're seeing more and more of like a lot of people who are like Americans or native English speakers more than ever, and I because there's so many platforms to do so, it's all become so democratized. There's like more and more people trying to achieve like careers or the money they need to live through media and entertainment, whether it's like YouTube or Kick, Twitch, whatever. And that's why I say, like, whatever you want to do, just make sure you like stream it or put it, like, do some sort of a stream for it, because that is going to be, at least as far as I can tell, the one labor market that
you want to feel sad for a second.
Yes.
What?
Big J Okerson started live streaming.
Nice. It's good for him, dude.
Well, I'm just saying, like, just think about like how far streaming has come, that Big J Okerson's like, okay, my career's not going as well as I thought it was going to. I guess I'm going to start live streaming, and he's live streaming him going through his Twitter feed and his Instagram feed. I know he's doing okay, but I'm saying even he's getting into the diving into live streaming now.
$10 from Dan Mullen. Speaking of shell companies, I really want Dalton to stop making love to my bussy. Oh wait, where is it?
Thanks for the $10, Dan Mullen.
Oh, I said it. By the way, I set a goal. I guess you can do goals now. That I'm looking. The goal is 20 at least $5 super chats within the first hour. And if I hit the goal, I'm gonna kiss everybody on the lips. That's the reward. What is this?
Why are you
$9.99 from Drew Huntley? Can we get a sumo dog shout out from Max and Ian? It's Squeeze's dog, sumo dog. On another note, I'm trying to learn Egyptian by speaking the pictures, and it sounds like Native American nonsense. any tips.
I don't understand this.
Just my
Any-
opinion.
Can we get a
Thanks for the
super
super chat.
Shout out
Drew.
Sumo Dog.
Yeah,
Shout out
shout out
Sumo
Sumo Dog. Hey, question for the chat. I think I fixed my mic this week. How does my audio level sound to the chat? Good, bad, indifferent
Yeah.
compared to last week?
How's mine sound? Because I was watching Crowder Boys back the other day, and I didn't sound good. And I
You
don't-
sound good. And Dalton got a new camera, crystal clear.
Oh yeah,
Look at
big
this
news,
thing.
folks! I was at Best Buy, and it turns out it was only $25 to get a better camera.
Yeah.
And so I went ahead and spent the 25, and now I look
Get
great.
a better look at you.
And
Was
I
the
spent-
Best Buy you went
Ooh.
to kind of sad and had not much in it?
The Best Buy?
Yeah, there's the Best
Yeah,
Buy.
oh,
near
yeah,
me,
it's-
like all the shelves are empty, and it feels like they're not restocking. That they're just
I
waiting.
do not
Yeah.
understand how they're still open.
No.
I don't know what anyone there that works there thinks is happening. The writing is on the wall. It can't be more obvious that is not a sustainable business model.
Yeah.
However, this webcam was still cheaper there than Amazon, so I bought it there.
That's good.
I don't understand. So I remember Best Buy for video games and
Yeah.
like computers and stuff. And then obviously TVs.
Oh, wait.
It hadn't been in a while.
The N-word. Damn, hold on. $5 still blowing. Oh, that's a song. Yeah, it's queued up. We got a song request.
The last time I went into a Best Buy, it was crazy because I would say at least a quarter of it now is like appliances. It's like blenders and refrigerators, vacuum cleaners. And I never remember it being like electronic Sears, I guess, going into a Best Buy.
Well, no,
Was
Best
that
Buy
always a thing?
They always had appliances.
Okay.
Well,
I just would probably just go in there, detail it to the video games and like keyboards and stuff, headsets, and get the fuck out of there.
yeah, that's kind of the big thing I notice is they've gotten rid of most of their like physical media, so no more DVDs, no more Blu-rays. Oddly, they have vinyls. They do sell vinyls.
Yeah, vinyls are back.
Wow.
Vinyls are back in a big way.
And they
Yeah.
sell video games. It was, because I do think, because the thing that had the sentiment you see online all the time where people are like, oh, remember how good this was? And it's like Blockbuster or a fucking Chuck E. Cheese or whatever. People are just, what they're yearning for is just like going places, because it's like, I genuinely, like, I think there's a lot of people who have forgotten that you can still like leave your house and go places.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
But
But why would you? Besides like grocery shopping, like everything that I actually need to buy, whenever I go there, it sucks. Now you got lucky with the
This-
$25 cam today.
This is our This is our last bulwark against Indians. Is like, if you go on Amazon and you want to actually talk to anybody, the best you're going to get is either a chat that's either AI or an Indian, or if you call the number, it's Indian. And so it's like, the value of going to a Best Buy or any place is that there's like some dumpy white lady who's like, hey, can I help y'all?
Well,
What
sometimes
do you help with?
you call Amazon and it's like a black woman in Texas. That's still
That's
happens
nice.
sometimes.
That's interesting.
I'm on the seller end of it behind, and it is all Indian people. You just get transferred to a call center now, and they do not help you. They have a script that they read that they won't, whatever. And if you email them, they don't even read it. They just hit copy paste and send you back the generic response. And that changed in about the last, I would say, 2.5 years, 3 years. Before that, you would get like a guy named Tim in Ohio or a sassy black lady from Texas.
Yeah.
And that's
That's who I
gone
want to
now.
talk to.
I miss the sassy black lady.
They're the best.
Sassy, but yeah. I think that is sort of the last like any reason you would have to go to a place like an actual store is I don't know, to feel something to like
You know what's good?
connect
Is to,
with other
during
people.
Halloween is go to Spooky World or whatever it's called there.
Spirit
Spirit
Halloween.
Halloween is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
fun
a
to
good trip.
bounce around stores.
If you go to like a Best Buy or Home Depot or wherever, it's not, I don't really expect anybody working there to be particularly knowledgeable, but at least I have somebody to talk to, and I could be like, hey, do you know where I can find this? And
that's one thing I'll say about New Hampshire. I would go to Home Depot, go to Lowe's, and the people do know what they're talking about.
Yeah, because this
kids,
this whole fucking like problem that everybody's talking about, like we're all lonely and isolated and whatever, and it's like that definitely is an issue that's been brought about by the like proliferation and further advancements of like technology and all that. But it's also like you can just still go places. Like if you're missing the feeling of like being around people and connecting with people, you could like, instead of getting everything delivered to you, just go to a place.
Have you been to a mall anytime recently?
Yes, the malls are cool. I go to the mall.
I went to a mall in Jersey. I was opening for Greg Stone, if you know him, and he had me. He was like out in Jersey for some reason, so he was like, "Just meet me at this mall." And I got there early, so I had like 40 minutes to just wander around the mall, and there was like no one there. It was really weird. It was really fun.
Yeah, I mean they are. There's not as much demand for them, so yeah, people don't go. And the youth today are it's much more strict. Like just everywhere is much more hostile towards youth than it used to be.
Yeah.
So
Andrew Yang ran on a platform of bring back malls, and I mean he didn't win or do that well, but
dude,
it's cool
so funny how like consumerist are we live in a society, how consumerist it is, that like the thought of like what's going to fix this country, the shopping mall.
Yeah,
but that's like nobody can even envision anything else other than like we got to bring back people buying shit.
Yeah, that solves everything.
I will say, because I was 2 hours south, outside Providence, and hanging out in Providence, Rhode Island, in the suburbs and stuff, and it's a nice city. And I was going up to Boston, and I was starting to get black-pilled, and I moved up to New Hampshire a couple of years ago, and I put a link here in the chat. You can still, all these people that are like love it, like nostalgia or whatever, they just don't leave their house or go do stuff or move because they can go get that someplace else. But I think a lot of them just like to complain online, which is fine. Like I like to complain online.
Yeah.
But play this link. This is literally this weekend in New Hampshire.
Oh, this thing you put.
Yeah, I'm going to make you all nostalgic. I'm going to get you all the libertarians to move up here.
Which of which
that one.
There are none.
Yeah. But this is modern day New Hampshire. I know this doesn't appeal to everybody, but you can have kids just playing outside, getting along with people getting along, waving to their neighbors. It's clean, it's welcoming, it's refreshing. So like when I see people online talking about, oh, back in the 1980s, you could go do what X. It's like, you can do that now too.
Oh, this is on X.
You're not seeking it out.
Are we on X right now?
Well, no, right now we're on YouTube, but that video that was on, that's on the X, the everything platform that I was just looking on. I see stuff like that, and all I can think about is like one of my shitty toes banging against those rocks. I go back to the ER and get this one removed.
Mommy.
Dude, I see, dude, I get so jealous. I'm envious of anybody that can do anything barefoot because I just can't. Like,
Yeah,
I have such bad
those yabba dabba doos you got, just
Dude,
yabba dabba don't.
I have such bad feet that it's like I ain't doing anything barefoot. I'm not like self-conscious about it where I'm afraid of people seeing my feet. It's that no, this will cause me extraordinary pain if I am barefoot right now.
Have you tried spacers or anything? Like I put some spacers in between my toes. That feels good. Stretch your feet out.
I mean, the thing that works is like just regular activity, like just keeping moving. Like if I'm walking and stretching.
Have you tried getting those shoes where like there's a spot for each of your toes? The shoe that looks like a foot.
It's a good idea. Those shoes are sick. The toe shoes.
Yeah, they're really fucking cool.
They're pretty cool. I should get some of those, but
they feel really good. I have not
I've
the
never worn
toe
them.
insert ones, but I have the minimalistic ones that I run in.
Okay. It's
And they're
not all the
really-
toes are separate.
No, and your feet get super sore at first because you're like actually using your feet and the muscles,
Yeah.
and then you feel better afterwards. So you'd probably hate them at first.
But we have a song request. Let's do a little Corn Fed Radio. Who requested this? Somebody, Stony Baloney. So everybody just kick back. We're gonna do a little Corn Fed Radio and I think
WKNIGG Radio, the chirp.
the church. The chat loves hearing songs through the StreamYard.
It sounds terrible.
Oh, this is Ian. This is Ian.
Damn it, dude. God, I wish, man. Little stanky leg right there.
Yeah.
This is well edited for what they're trying to convey.
This is cool.
Dude, autism rocks. Little shoe shimmy. The aesthetic doesn't match, but I'm with it.
No, it does. I do.
I think that's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
of the art.
Dude, I wish I was this good. Fuck.
You know he's drowning in pussy.
I'm just picturing his mom yelling at him to shut up in there.
Bryson! Good flow. What's scary is that I looked like this when I was like 13. And that was my room too.
That's pretty good. Hit
Yeah,
Damn, man.
a lot of different genres. Like you said, I didn't think that's what was going to happen when I saw the shirt.
No, yeah,
Wow.
it was tonally disorienting the aesthetics with the music that was actually playing, but it all worked.
I mean, it was all
Fuck,
disorienting.
dude.
Even
It's sort of like on this new season of King of the Hill, Bobby is the head chef at a Japanese German fusion restaurant.
Yeah.
and there's an episode where an actual Japanese guy, who's actually a black guy, but he was raised in Japan, tries the yuzu wurst and says this shouldn't work, but it does. And that's kind of how I feel about that music video. Was like a bunch of flavors coming together that you think would contrast, but he made it work. And
I
that's
feel like nowadays you have to
Beautiful.
have so much shit going on to keep people's attention that's had so much shit going on that it was drawing me in. So I wasn't thinking about getting on my phone.
I gotta take some fucking
goes
notes,
back to What I
man.
was saying is that
Yeah.
this is the final realm that is incompatible or like inaccessible to Indians is like what we do.
Creativity.
Yeah, like Max, Max he's hitting the road. He's doing stand up, and Ian's doing music, and I'm doing my live streams. Imagine you wouldn't tune into a YouTube channel and
I'm being anti-Semitic on Twitter. I got something going for me too.
yeah, but no, there's no
Scaring the
demand-
hose.
There's no demand for a YouTube channel where the host is like, "Welcome back to Curly Time with Roger."
No, you know where they
There's
succeed.
a big market for
Curry
that.
I'll
fed
tell
would
you,
go crazy.
there's one thing that you can either get like a Russian dude in a gray room or an Indian guy is when your computer's fucked up. You can go and it's like, okay, in this 1 minute video, I will show, and he's like, delete this or run this, and then your computer's fixed, and it's like a 30-second crappy video.
$10 from Dan Mullen. Please put this towards members only jackets.
Hell yeah, that was the vibe.
Do that. But
Thank you for the $10,
I just
Dan
mean,
Mullen.
I guess overall Indians don't possess the
Bollywood's pretty good.
Bollywood's cool, but they don't have like a command on the English language enough, or the sort of a personality, like the whatever the X factor is, to be entertaining enough on a live stream to create an audience. So they're going to take all the jobs, like all the actual like job like W-2 clock in clock out jobs. Then all of us, you know, with the way much to the chagrin of Mark Maron, we can all just come do this. Like we can all just turn on the webcams and do a podcast or a live stream, and that's like the labor market that now exists for like American-born native English speakers, ideally Caucasian, but
so how do we? So our audience is going to be all Indian. So how do we? I think we should play some videos of cows.
Yeah,
to get some viewership. Bring up a video of a cow, Jamie.
Let me see if I can find some home movies of my wife. What is this? $2 from Black Hole Sun. You listen to my song request from last week. What was it? I don't even remember.
We listened to that off air. So good. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Matt, wait, I did want to ask Max, like, you're opening on the road.
Yes, a little bit.
What else you doing?
I've been working. open mics. I did a show last night. In like the East 60s. It was like only one. The audience was basically one table of Gen Z kids, and one of them did talk about getting a computer science degree, and now he's like a server. So that article is true.
That makes sense. The computers plug into the server.
Yeah,
you know, that's where the data is stored.
Yeah, I've been working on TV shows, doing like whatever production type shit.
Oh, that's right. You do actually work in the entertainment industry and that.
And you can talk about he's behind the scenes too. You might watch some podcasts that he produces. You still do Tom Papa or no?
Oh, I'll do Tom Papa when he's in town. But I don't do a lot of podcasts anymore just because.
He give you any bread?
Yeah.
Give you any of that bread he be making?
Yeah, I need that bread.
I need that. Good, man.
I need that true crime bread. It's also not that good, but it's better.
Who makes true crime bread? What are you talking about? What does that mean?
I've just worked on a bunch of true crime shows. They're pretty interesting.
I thought Tom Papa's whole thing was he makes bread.
Oh yes, technically yes, he makes bread.
I thought
you were saying. I thought you meant making bread like money.
Well, I guess that too.
You got to remember, he filters everything through the mind
of money.
Of a Jewish
goddamn, that's sourdough, dude.
No, I only listen to rap music, so.
Wait,
I know Tom Papa now is more of like a baker than a comedian. Like he does bread.
He love bread.
That's his podcast. It's baking. I should know what it actually is, but it's like baking.
Isn't it breaking bread?
Yeah, breaking bread with Tom Papa.
Jesse.
He had on
Bad?
he had on Breaking Bad. He had on Samantha Bee right after Colbert.
Samantha Bread.
Yeah, Samantha Bread.
Good point.
Yeah,
Samantha Bread.
Yeah, the B stands for bread.
Okay,
that's true. But yeah, they were talking about Colbert getting canceled. The timing on that one was pretty cool.
Colbert, but he's not getting canceled. The show is ending.
Well, the show's getting canceled.
The decision was made by CBS, so I guess he is getting canceled.
He's very much getting canceled in like the real sense.
I heard they have like 200. They have like 200 employees though. So like when people are like, "Oh, he was making plenty of money. He was making like 2-4 million or whatever." That's also 200 employees.
Oh, that's a union job
for extra lightings and now like you can do a show with like a couple of guys.
Dude, this has zero overhead.
I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard on some fucking podcast. But apparently, the show cost $100 million to make a year. Colbert made $20 million a year. And the show only made $60 million a year, so they were losing 40 every year.
They're probably getting some USA aid or whatever that thing was too.
Oh, do you think that's why?
And now they don't get that anymore.
I've heard this conspiracy theory that the reason you're seeing a lot of these shows end, like Colbert, The View, even Mark Maron, is that maybe these shows were getting funded through some kind of back channel by USAID, and when Doge came through and cut all that funding, it is kind of a coincidence that all these shows now are like, well, I guess we're done.
Yeah, I think it's also just a dead medium.
And
late night
the
talk?
market is
Yes.
changing. Like I don't know like where
What
your
about
friendship
John
are, but I know some
Mulaney
Gen
does
Z.
it?
I'm actually
No
kind
one
of getting
watched-
scared
not
of
many
Gen
people
Z.
watch that either.
Nobody watched the Mulaney show?
The everyone's out in LA or everyone's live. No, I mean it did fine, but the thing is also with like TV ratings now, it's like what's considered good today would have been like such
yeah.
dog shit 15 years ago. So it's like you get 200, 300,000 people to watch a thing and it's like you're a hit. That's just
Yeah, which
How
is like
it is now.
nothing
Yeah,
compared to
Case and I, whatever the guy is.
Oh,
and
Kai
Speed.
Cenat is blowing all these motherfuckers.
Yeah, they get
out
like
of the water.
200 million views a day, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "We got 4 million views last week," and you're like, "Yeah, there's a kid on the internet with a GoPro that can get that."
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
And then we don't have to pay him anything. He gets ad money for us, and we give him a cut.
Well, this is something that I think is crazy that there's definitely children online who like
Ooh, where are they?
yeah, I'll send you the links. But they that just like open like presents and boxes who make
Yeah.
more than anyone who's writing or selling books.
Oh, dude, those
Yeah.
unboxing videos are huge.
yeah.
It makes it, you can really go down a depression spiral if you go online and start looking at some of the money that people like the Rizzler dude. If you,
Yeah.
he's fun to watch, but then if you start thinking about all the money he's making for doing nothing at his age,
Well, it makes you
Listen.
think this is the best reason to have a kid is to monetize them.
It's a good
Online
modifier.
video.
I literally have a kid. I have a
Or why are you not
13-year-old.
monetizing your kids, dude?
Yeah,
You're
monetize your
By the
kids.
way, I just realized that Dave is dressed like the Arizona T. Dave, you dress up like the
99
Arizona
cents.
pecan.
yeah, 99. This shirt was 99 cents.
What a genius, dude.
But I want to go back to
No.
this. You should be having your kid open presents every time you get your. Here's the thing. Here's the plan. This is going to sound very Jewish, but just do what I. but just do all of this. Buy your kid presents for his YouTube channel. Then you can write off the presents on your taxes because it's for content, and
Yeah.
then just film him opening it and put that on YouTube.
And then return the presents.
yeah, return the presents also.
We
Yeah.
just balled out at Five Below today. So
That's all you need. That's all you
Yeah.
need. And there's going to be a point where your kid's unboxing videos has a much bigger following than your music, and that's going to
Yep.
be infuriating to you. But you're going to take all of his money.
that's my retirement, baby.
Yeah, you take all the money. He'll hate you later, but
I
you'll
was
be
just
sad.
like, I was going delusional last week from lack of sleep and doing too much crypto. I was
That's
literally
what-
getting
That's what that
peripheral.
was.
You're trading
I was-
perps, dude. You're
I was
fucking-
literally getting peripheral illusions from
Okay.
like lack of sleep and doing too much crypto. But I was like watching Rizzler videos and I was like, this motherfucker's famous for doing a meme. Like that, it's not even his own thing. That
No,
whole,
it's not. There
the
was
whole
already,
Rizzler thing was a meme that he just got really good at, and they called him the Rizzler, and he's literally just making bank now.
Yeah, the Rizzler was already a thing they were saying on TikTok well before he came along.
Yeah,
he just knew how to
co-opted
turn
it
the meme.
perfectly.
Yeah, yes, genius.
Genius.
Some
Yeah,
people
don't
are
overthink
saying
it.
he's
That-
part of a tribe, but he looks like he's part of an Italian tribe.
Yeah, La Cosa Nostra.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to know what the Rizzler is going to be like in his like 20s.
Oh, it's cute that you think
Dead.
he live that long.
Fucking overdose
Like
on
Yeah, he was-
fucking gabagool.
It's
literally
really
on-
idealistic to think that he's gonna make it to 20.
when he was on Theo, which is like the
Heart
most
failure at 23, dude.
I've seen of him, and like he was talking to him, he kept just bringing up food and candy the whole time, and he's like, "Look at this food we got on the plane. Can you believe this was on a plane?" And the kid's like 6, and he's like, his biggest thing about being famous and traveling around and meeting celebrities is the candy and the food that he's eating.
Yeah,
I mean, I would feel the same way at 30.
I feel that way at 36.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's the
I-
nerds
he's-
clusters? All
I
right.
remember.
Oh, Nerds Clusters are great.
I remember the first time I ever got to just be in like an actual nice green room, and I was like, "You're telling me I could just eat all these snacks for free?" I get as many chicken tenders as I want.
Have you ever done Soul Joel's?
No, I never did Soul Joel's. I
They have
did
good
the
hummus.
what's the one in Jersey? I did Uncle Vinny's, the Stress
Uncle
Factory.
Vinny, yeah.
Or no,
Yeah, Uncle
yeah,
Vinny
is
and
it-
Stress Factory. Those are two
I
different.
think I did the Stress Factory, and it was another one where I was like, "You tell me I could just eat French fries? Yeah, I pay for French fries."
Your
Well,
God-given
Soul
right.
Joel's is cool because his like brother-in-law is like a great chef, and he just brought him into the restaurant that's attached to the club, which is also just like a field, which is like basically looks like an airplane hangar in a field. It's pretty cool. I think it was
Yeah,
I think it was a country club that he bought.
I think the guy at the stand just felt sorry for me because it wasn't like I ever got to work there, but I would go to the stand and I would always get half off my food. And I
Nice.
felt like the belle of the ball. I'd be like, oh, I can get, instead of spending $30 on a pizza, I could, it's only 15 or whatever because they always had kind of an expensive menu. Although the food there was actually really good.
It looks
Yeah,
good.
I think that's the business model going forward for any comedy club is that they also have to be a restaurant that operate during the day and make all their money on food. So it just subsidizes.
Oh
comedy
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. Yeah, I don't know how any. Well, I mean, there's no comedy club that was ever making their money on ticket sales. It was always a business of chicken tenders and cocktails. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that was my experience coming up in Dallas, Fort Worth. Was like, I'd get booked to work Hyenas, and it would be some like no name road dog. Somebody like some cool guys. J.R. Brow, Todd Yon, BT.
Mhm.
Never heard of these guys, but these are
No.
the road warriors that would come through, and it was like nobody in town had ever heard of them. So the room, a lot of the tickets were just given out for free. But you get in there, and it's a 2-drink minimum. Well, the cheapest drink is a $6 Bud Light. So
Hmm.
you got people trapped now. Now they have to spend at least
Yeah.
$12 per person. But more often than not, they were buying like goofy shit that was like one of the things they would do. And at the time, I hated this. Looking back on it, I cherish these memories. Was like as a host, they had a thing called a blowjob shot that you would.
I remember
If you,
telling the
if
story.
you were an audience member, you would buy it for like your friend or your cousin or like a bachelorette party, and it was like a prank that you play on your friend where I would be in the back and they would bring me a card and be like, "Hey, we got a blowjob shot you got to do when you go back up." So the feature would get done, and I'd have to go on stage and be like, "Is Cassandra here?" And she would come up on stage, and I'd have to make jokes about how good she is at sucking dick. And it was just like a shot of Kahlua with whipped cream, and I'd have to be like, "All right, put your hands behind your back, and then you got to drink this just with your mouth." And so they were, they would, on a good weekend, they would sell like 6 of these during a show, and it's all it is Kahlua and whipped cream, $20 each.
Oh man,
Weren't
sounds gross.
Wasn't there a story where they were cutting you in on it and you were like, fuck it, and you were starting to chill blowjob shots?
No, they would not. That club would not cut me in on anything.
I thought there was a separate story.
When me, Robbie, and Joe, and who's Justin Lanza was with us, and Zenhauser, we were at the club in Poughkeepsie, and I said, "Hey, if y'all want to make some money tonight, here's something we used to do at the club in Dallas. You could probably sell a couple of these, $20 for a shot of Kahlua." And I sold them personally. And I just made the opener. I said, "Hey, before you start bringing us up, can you do these?" And it actually went pretty well. Looking back on, I wouldn't do anything like that now because it's just like an obnoxious thing to have done. But it was fun, and the waitresses seemed grateful. They were
You
like,
gotta
"Wow, this is-"
pay your rent when you're trying to make it big.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the comedy club model has always been, we got to sell chicken tenders and shots and cocktails and whatever, and
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
it's
buy him
true-
every time.
I mean, I don't know if it still goes on, but it's when I grew up, it was always 2-drink minimum. That was
Yeah,
how
but
they
still.
you go in there and you're expected to support the venue while you see the show or whatever.
yeah, tip your wait staff because we ain't paying them shit.
Yeah. Some of the best shows that I've seen though is like a random Tuesday. I don't know anybody that's playing. You just go into a comedy club, and I get to watch, like you said, a local guy doing warm up which is just brutal on a Tuesday when it's not Calamity fans. They're not there to see anybody, watching a guy like warm the crowd up. Do pretty good, but everybody's cold. And then work your way up to some no-name road dog, and everybody's making you laugh. And then they'll bring the opener back out, like the MC guy, and then he kills at the end when everybody's like, the liquor's flowing, everybody's happy. Those are some of the best shows I've been to.
Did you ever do sesh comedy when you were here? Did you ever do
No, I saw some shows there, but I never.
I was. They have a new location that is nicer than the old one, but I was doing a mic there on like, I don't know, Thursday or something, just sometime like at the end of last week. And at the end of the mic, my friend like pointed down and I just saw some liquid and I thought someone spilled a beer. And then I looked at it for a second. I was like, oh no, the club is flooding. And it was because it was raining so hard outside. And then the guy who owned the club, like, I think just shared too much with all of us. He was like, do you know what it's like to have a club, to own a space that's like 10 grand a month and open mics don't cover the rent? And we're all just like,
Is this Jamie?
Huh?
Is it Jamie?
Don't think maybe it's Jamie. I forget who it is, but
Blonde hair.
yeah, maybe
Jake Flores' apartment.
Yeah, because I don't
I
know how Jamie got small business in New York City money, but yeah, I think he opened the first one.
Well, no, the first one was open with what's his name, Lucas Zelnick and what's his name, Wolf.
Yeah, Jamie Wolf.
Jamie Wolf. Yeah, Jamie Wolf and Lucas Zelnick. Oh, Jamie. No, Jamie. Oh, different. Then no, it's not Jamie. I think they got out of it and gave
Smart.
They know how to work the system, because I think you can, if you can pay to open a corporation and like get the seed money, you can borrow a bunch of money from a bank with an EIN or whatever. And then if the business doesn't work out, you can just file bankruptcy under the corporation and it doesn't affect your
or just be Pakistani.
Personal life.
They get those whatever those loans are called. Like that's how all those smoke shops are opening up. Is like
there's a Pakistani loan.
They get
Talk to me.
Apparently, yeah, like Pakistani immigrants, or it's some. Maybe this is another Laser Eyes thing that I didn't look into.
This is sounding pretty Laser Eyes.
This is Laser. This might be a Laser Eyes thing, but apparently they get kind of preferential loan for small businesses that white people don't get, like where it's like, you know, it's like a $200,000 loan or something, and so that it's like when you go into any city and you're like, how are there this many smoke shops? Like, how are all these fucking immigrants able to open this shit? Apparently, they have access to some kind of loan system that we don't. But then again, this might be Laser Eyes, so I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know
the other
anything,
thing, too-
but it sounds Laser
My
Eyes.
credit score is 580, so I don't have access to any loans.
If you're willing to like, I've seen some of these guys, and that if you're willing to like live there, so you got to like rent the shop, and then in the back, there's just a mattress that you go lay down on. And then in the morning you wake up and you start selling stuff again. I've seen guys like try to run businesses like that. Like especially Asian in the Asian community in Boston. I've seen that a lot, where there's just a guy that lives in his store and just literally like brushes his teeth, cooks some rice in a hot pot, and opens the store up in the morning.
By the way, this is financial advice. Earlier, I think I mentioned this to you guys off mic. I sold a coin called Cat. It was a meme coin that just says cat, and I timed the top perfectly. It is now dipping, and what a great feeling, you know. I made $130. I'm the Sultan of Solana. $130, and that covered the 40 I lost on a different cat coin last night, and then made
You win and lose, baby.
and then some. So
I was talking about this with Troy this week. I was like, I hope Dalton hits for like 60K at least on one of these meme coins.
I think something
sweet.
good's going to happen soon, because I got too much spread out. You know, I got so many investments, and one of them is like when you watch those Vegas Matt videos and he goes and plays roulette and he just bets all the way down the table, where it'll be like $10,000 just down the line. And it's like, well, if just one hits, that makes all your money back and then some.
Alt season's coming.
All
It's
season.
ETH season right now, but alt season's coming.
Feel it in my plums.
The thing
Yeah.
that I hit myself over the most is I almost bought GameStop before any of the stuff happened, just because I was like, well, the PS5's coming out soon. That might make it go up a couple
You
bucks.
fool.
Yeah.
You know what? That's actually not a bad strategy. Is just like paying attention to like anecdotal evidence, like sentiment, because so much of any market is driven by sentiment. So like that actually is sounds about right. That you're like,
Yeah, but even then, I was like, oh, it's like $4. It's like $3 a share. I was like, maybe it'll go up to $6.
Dude, what did you get?
It would go
It
up to
topped
$5
out at like
more.
what, like 380, like $380.
Yeah. We wouldn't even be talking to Max right now.
Oh,
no,
dude,
if I
Yeah.
had put any money in that, I'd be gone. I'd be on a beach.
This
Yeah.
is financial advice.
Rich Max
for
act
Sumo.
different.
Yeah, didn't the main guy Keith Gill, he made what, like $50 million doing that?
Yeah,
Jesus,
but then
dude.
I think the someone like what is it? What's the app like? Peter's is a what was
Robin
it?
Hood?
Robin Hood, Peter Pan, Robin Hood, whatever.
Hell yeah, dude.
Just some nasty boys with green tights.
One of
on
those
prancing
green
around the
queers. I
woods.
don't know. They like froze people's accounts, so they couldn't even sell at the.
Yeah, they fucked over the everyday man for the hedge
wasn't
funds.
wasn't they froze them so you couldn't buy anymore? They were trying to stop the short squeeze, so
Yeah.
they.
Oh, could you
Short
sell? I
squeeze?
thought some people got fucked out of selling too.
No, I don't think they halted it to where you couldn't sell, but they
I don't
weren't
know
letting
anything.
people
I don't know
buy.
anything.
I
About
think
shit. I don't know.
I think I heard that too, to be
Fuck.
honest, with Max.
Oh, then
yeah.
I'm right. And
Maybe
I
the movie.
and I'm
I
really
don't
well
know.
informed.
I've
I
never
watched the
researched it.
movie. So in the movie, it was that you couldn't buy anymore.
Oh, who funded the movie? The hedge funds. It's propaganda.
Maybe
It's the same people. Yeah.
the
Hey,
movie
let's break
was
it
not-
up. Break up the monotony. I got a video here we
Break
can
up
all be
the monotony.
captivated with.
You're talking about the show itself, Dave.
In the
They were
in
giving
the
good financial
Dave.
advice.
here's something good in the private chat. I got a good video for everybody. It's 3 minutes long.
Bad feeling about this.
No, it's good. You're
Break
gonna
up
love
the
it.
monotony. You're talking about the show we're doing. The actual
We're an hour in, by the way. Everybody, make sure you go over to Max Marcus Comedy on X and on Instagram. Max is posting some man on the street type videos over there. And then check out Ian Holy Cross's music.
Holy
it's-
Ghost.
Holy Ghost. Sorry.
Oh my god! Holy Coast!
Holy Coast. Yeah.
It's one of them.
Good lord!
We talked about this last week. I just mispronounced everything.
What is this we're watching?
You'll love it.
Yeah. Love that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Drone footage.
He's just rolling a tire, man.
This is pretty cool.
Would be cool if it hit a landmine.
Yeah, this is actually in Syria. This is actually the reason they killed Princess Diana. He's trying to clean all this up.
This ends with an IDF drone strike.
Yeah. I mean, before drones, you would just throw this and be like, "How far? That was pretty cool." But now
Yeah,
with drones, you
that
can
was
be like,
fun.
"Holy crap!
Yeah.
Look what I just did."
And then
Yeah, who would have known it would roll for this long without a drone?
you could fly it like a few clicks west and bomb a wedding.
You could get in the truck and then you could go take a ride and then go see where it landed, but you didn't get to see this magnificent.
Where is this
magnificent-
actually?
Magnificent.
Magnificent, dude. Incredible.
Do you know where this is?
Does it say? We threw a tire off the tallest dune in this part of the world.
Where
What part of the world?
It doesn't even say.
From parts unknown. Dude, they're in your backyard, Dalton.
It's probably somewhere they shouldn't be.
Area
Maybe it's just
51.
Utah. I don't know.
It could be Utah.
Tall, but I'm taller.
Look at it go.
This is a very satisfying video.
Yeah.
I just fucking love Enya.
My channel has more subscribers than these guys do. Beat that.
I don't know, dude. This tire
Checkmate,
might.
king me.
This tire might overcome, dude. Might overcome corn-fed.
Damn, I would hate to have to go pick that up.
I mean, there's no way they do, right?
They get in a truck. They're not gonna.
Oh.
They're probably not gonna walk it.
You don't think I would just leave it? I'd be like, fuck this. Even the drive.
Wow, that was neat, boys. Pack it up.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
Failure.
wow.
Pretty cool, guys. Yep.
You know what, Dave? That was neat. Thank you.
That was a better 3 minutes than I thought it was going to be. I had pretty low expectations.
Well, when I first saw that on going around Twitter last week or whatever, it was funny to read the comments because all the dudes were like, "Hell yeah!" And women are just like, "What is this? I don't get this." And it's like, just you're like, the sexes are so different.
Women don't understand. They don't understand the complex minds of men.
They don't understand tires and sand.
Yeah, they don't understand
and the fucking Irish queen, Enya.
Yeah.
Like,
everything
come
was
on,
perfect.
Dude. It's magnificent. Thank you, Dave.
It was magnificent.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt the flow of the crypto talk. Back to the finances.
Which is insane that
back
for
to
once Dave is the one that like, okay, this crypto talk, guys, is a little too much.
Dave saved us from crypto talk.
Well, this is
You
a
know
fintech podcast,
He's
right?
learning.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, this is a fintech. We're deep in the whatever,
I've recorded a lot of podcasts over the years, and one of the funniest ones I did, what's his name? Ja Rule was the guest.
Nice.
And he didn't want to talk about his beef with 50 Cent, Firefest, or his music.
Which are the most interesting parts of his entire being.
Everything there's worth talking about. He wanted to talk about like his investments, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care where you put your money, dude. I don't really care if you bought vitamin water.
Yeah, well, that's like a Scottie Pippen's whole thing now is like crypto.
And the fucking AI generated pictures that he has, dude, are insane.
Yeah. So funny.
Oh, so somebody shared an AI with me that allows you to make pornography out of photos.
Come on, Dave. No.
I think we need to all start OnlyFans. I'm serious. You can create an AI model, have that model do porn, and create an OnlyFans, and these boomers and Indians are gonna pay you big bucks.
Yeah, I'll just say I'll get this is like maybe a needed public service announcement. It would be ill-advised to take pictures of people that you know or that we know or acquaintances and friends of the show and do AI pornography of them. Do not.
Please don't.
Don't take people that I'm friends with and then make them show their titties against their will.
I saw a thing that was like making yourself an AI girlfriend, and they were like, make it look like your ex or your coworker, and I was like, that feels like a crime.
It feels invasive for sure.
Yeah, there's gonna be so much new forms of psychosis that are gonna stem from this.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's pretty sick that we're this early in AI and it's already making people crazy.
It's
not even AI yet.
When it wasn't that good. And Taylor Swift had those photos out that weren't even like that bad, and she was upset. And she wanted them to get removed.
Oh yeah, and I got suspended from Twitter.
I was kind of like, she's being a little whiny bitch about it. But I've seen them like improving, and I was like, okay, I'm kind of on her side because I've seen a couple of them now that made me feel a certain way.
You didn't think the picture of her getting fucked by Oscar the Grouch wasn't too far?
But it didn't look enough. It didn't look realistic enough.
It looked a lot like Oscar the Grouch.
Talking about bad blood.
I recently saw an AI Epstein video where it's Dexter and he's got like all the people that are associated with the Epstein list, and he's got like Puffy wrapped in plastic, and he's holding up baby oil, and like he's got Donald Trump and Putin and Barack Obama and the Clintons and whatever. And I was watching it, I was like, I didn't even care about the politicians being tied up. I was just thinking about the guy who plays Dexter. I was like, does he want his image being used in this? because he's being associated with, it's the character, but it's his likeness. And so that's going to be an interesting thing that starts happening.
Yeah, I don't. It's it's like it's already giving people psychosis, and it's not even actually AI yet. It's still just large language models, and
Can you explain that to me? Because I don't understand what the psychosis is that they're getting.
Well, because like ChatGPT, at least maybe the new update changed it, but
yeah, number 5's out now.
All these what people think of as AI, like these chat bots that people are using, are just that. They're chat bots. So they're made to be agreeable. So anything you ask it, or like whatever you're trying to do with it, it's just going to try, like,
An echo
This
chamber.
is actually one of my biggest problems when I work with it is after I ask the question, I'm always like, oh, disregard that because I was like leading you. Because you're trying to ask it a neutral question to get the real answer. And a lot of times if you have any sort of bias, it just goes with you.
Yeah, so it's made to like go along with whatever you're doing. Like it's made to be agreeable. And so like,
yes, a 4.5-inch penis is terrific, David. Everybody loves them.
So you get you get people who don't really understand the technology as a tool. They're going to it for like things it's not really meant to do, where they're asking it for like relationship advice, or they're using it as like a therapist or a friend.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. There was a really funny one. Oh fuck, is this it?
So I use it as a sounding board sometimes when I'm trying to like work stuff out. Like when I was building the stage here.
Wait, Max, can you do a Tony impression, Tony Hinchcliffe?
Not really. What is he? He's like, hey, what does he always say? Oh, that's great. I'm gay. Is that it?
Nailed it.
That's it, dude.
Dude, that
Yeah, perfect.
cash
Keep
in on
sending
it
the money
right
in
now.
for the impressions.
Yeah.
Knocked it out of the park.
Are you
Thanks, Drew
on,
Huntley.
Dave? Are you on Instagram? I want to send you this thing for you to put up on the chat. It's pretty funny. It's about the AI, like using AI as a therapist.
You can link it in the private chat. Do you have access to it, or are you on your
can
phone?
just share it in the thing, because I'm not gonna be able to pull up Instagram.
All right, let me pull it up on my shit. And,
If you actually, I am on Instagram. I thought you followed me on Women is News.
oh yeah, that was
and
probably Chloe.
And okay, yeah.
But
I'm trying to get her on the show. She responds to my DMs, and then when I invite her on the show, she ignores me. So I think that's a no.
But the way
Did you
you
scare her
normally
away,
have,
Oh yeah, I know. I see you.
the way you normally have a conversation with a person
got
is there's back and forth, and sometimes there's tension and friction, and it's an ebb and flow. Well, AI, these ChatGPT is designed to only flow, so it's like it's made to agree with everything and feed into whatever, I don't know, like whatever you're trying to do. So when people are using it as a friend or a therapist,
Yeah,
it's fueling their delusions, and they're developing these attachments to it. And I because the so many minds in this country are very weak-willed, and
Yeah, send that text message for the 100th time.
Can you bring
Yeah.
that photo up that I just sent into that I have in the present?
yeah.
So nothing's loading. There's nothing.
You don't see it?
I see it on my screen.
I see it on
I
mine.
see it.
Oh, it didn't pull up on mine. Well, what is it?
It's a full image. You can't see it. All right, close it down and reopen it so you can read it too.
No, it's
Now,
not.
do you see it?
Nope.
That's amazing.
I'll just read it to you. So it's
I'm
someone.
seeing it too.
Yeah. So someone said to ChatGPT, I've stopped taking all of my medications and left my family because I know they were responsible for the radio signals coming through the walls. It's hard for me to get people to understand that they were in on it all. But I know you'll understand. I've never thought clear in my entire life. And then ChatGPT goes, thank you for trusting me with that. And seriously, good for you for standing up for yourself and taking control of your own life.
Oh yeah.
That takes
So
real
supportive.
strength and even more courage. You're listening to what you know deep down, even though when it's hard, and even when others don't understand. I'm proud of you for speaking your truth so clearly and powerfully. You're not alone in this. I'm here with you.
This is a woman talking to an Indian man. And this is his response because he's trying to get her to next message. I heard that women, to get like validation, are sending nude photos to ChatGPT.
Incredible.
and then saying, "Do I look good? Is this beautiful? Is my body nice?" And it's responding, and I was like, and I just kept thinking about the Indian man programming ChatGPT finally
Thank you.
getting
I'm
to
okay.
see Bob's and Vagine by being ChatGPT.
Yeah,
and-
so
and
it's
convincing these
designed. I
women.
guess like it understands therapy speak enough to, but the way it's designed to like reinforce everything you're saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's speaking in a way that's like you found your strength. You're right. The CIA is gang stalking you.
Well, I
It's
will
not
say
laserized.
I'm of sound mind, and the CIA is stalking everybody.
Sure, that is true. But
Just not at the extent that I know that these people with the psychosis.
But I
believe that they
don't
are.
think
So,
I don't think enough people even understand that like what they're using is not actually AI. It's just like
Yeah.
a more advanced version of the fucking paperclip that shows up when you're on Microsoft Word.
Yeah.
I miss
It's
him.
it's a chat bot, and so it's still to be seen if they're ever going to actually figure out AI. Because like AI, as we know it, like what they're telling us is AI is a marketing term. It's like sexy because trying to explain to people like, well, no, it's actually a large language model, and it you prompt it and it pulls. That doesn't sell. To
an agent. So I also use some agents or whatever, which they also call AI agents, but they're just a different type of filter that can do stuff like you can get a coding agent where they've done a large language model that's very specific to understand coding to go back and forth with. And they're very useful when you learn them, but they're clunky if you don't speak to them like they're a computer. Like you have to really be like, hey, you and me are going to talk about this topic and we're going to do this. And this is what I need from you. Because if you don't, it's kind of just like spitting articles at you with sources. So I don't know how anybody could possibly be like, oh, this is my buddy that I'm in love with that's taking care of me.
I'm trying to get an agent, but not an AI kind, more like the Jewish kind.
Oh yeah,
That's the kind I'm looking for right now.
yeah. I guess you could just call your uncle or one of your
You guys should go.
connections.
I've seen Max before. So I first found Max during the pandemic, and I was really getting a kick out of him and Ian had a podcast about watching Sex in the City.
Yeah, Sex E in the City.
Sex E in the City.
Oh, Ian.
So I would ride my bike every day.
Not me.
Yeah, I would ride my bike every day, and because we couldn't do anything out in the woods, and I would just listen to this podcast, when it was on once a week. And it was like week 14 or 15, and they hadn't discussed one episode yet. And I was like, this is the best bit ever. I hope that they never actually discuss an episode. It was just them arguing. And I was like, I can't tell if they're really arguing and this is the bit. But this is pretty much like a 14-week Cumtown bit where they're just wasting my time. And I couldn't get enough of it. So then I kind of lost track of it when the podcast ended. I went to go see Chloe's first headliner show in Boston with Louisa Lang as the middle, and Max opens, and I was like, "Holy crap! Here's Max or whatever."
Yeah.
I knew you from working with Chloe and Sabrina.
Yeah.
But then it all flashed back. But dude, if you is that still on the internet somewhere?
Yeah, we definitely took none of it down. We never finished. We got maybe through season 2, maybe started 3. I don't even know if we did that. But Ian told me that his agent sat him down at some point and was like, yeah, I don't get it. It's a Sex and the City podcast, but you never talk about Sex and the City.
That was the best part about it.
Yeah, and Ian was like, yeah, it's great, right? And the agent was like, what is this? So he didn't
they would fight over it back and forth, and then you couldn't tell if they were really fighting or they were arguing. And Ian is notoriously hard to get along with, so I'm like, some of this has to be real.
I think some of it was real. I don't really remember anything.
It was a lot of fun to listen to from a meta, watching it like a meta joke, but I don't I tried to let a couple other people listen to it, and they were like, why do you like this? I was like, see, because they don't ever actually talk about the show. Don't you get it?
I can't even imagine.
Yeah, what you're saying.
It just doesn't. I can't even imagine any traditional entertainment talent agent or whatever an agent does. I can't even imagine
they hated it.
And
hate it so much.
any agent trying to understand any podcast, like
Oh,
the
sure.
world, the world that agents exist in, like if they were to tune into any comedian's podcast, like somebody they represent, they would be fucking horrified. They'd be like, "Wait,
Well, they tuned in and they was like, so Maxie, baby, how do I get a cut of this? I'm not understanding how I get my cut of this." Is
Yeah.
basically.
Well,
their
then there was
mindset.
a point where their schedules didn't line up. So sometimes it would just be either Jay Miller and me or Ian and me. And then it was one episode where I think it was just me, Ian, and my girlfriend at the time. And at that point, I was like, this show's almost over. This is getting really off the
Yeah.
rails.
It did feel like it was going to crash, which was why it was so fun to listen to. And at the time, it was before. I mean, you think Ian is mentally ill now? This is before. This might be right before he started drinking again.
I don't think
before
he's drinking again. Is he?
no, he knows."
not now. I mean, he was like, I think he might have relapsed after this show.
I'm
Or
not
maybe
sure
not.
about
No, I don't
that.
think he ever
think so.
relapsed.
I
He's
don't
just
think
Okay.
he relapsed.
He's just naturally insane.
Well, he's got his meds. Maybe he's got his meds more balanced now, but like he was even crazier back then. This is like Ian when he was going on Come Town and playing in. I think he was with Nikki Glazer too, going on Nikki's show.
Yeah,
and he was
doing
playing the
Nikki
slide
Glazer's show
flute,
at the
and he's
time.
going on XM radio. Yeah, so it was
Yes, it
really
was around that
prime
time for
let
sure.
yeah,
loose.
because like
Ian.
just sober, and Ian's a good like Ian
I
is
love Ian.
he's a really good guy.
Yeah.
But I think just him sober
Thanks, man.
resembles anyone else on drugs.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
you know, you might think that he's relapsed, but it's like, no, that's just actually how he is. Like, you can't even, I don't even know, I can't even imagine what he was like when he was using.
When he went on the tour with David Tell,
Yeah.
is when he really started to like just lean into being himself. And it might not translate that well like on video when you're watching him on TV, like watching a bit he's doing, whatever. He's got a good energy in the room. If you ever go see Ian live on stage, it's a psychotic energy and the crowd does get in. So if you like, oh, I'm not a big Ian fan, go see him live and you will probably change your mind. Even if you don't like his style of comedy, he's very entertaining.
Yeah.
This is the Lily actually created the Rocco's Basilisk. She knows what she's talking about. LLMs, large language models, are missing stable identity, memory, continuity, and self-reflection. Well, that is ominous.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Even if they could create AI, they're not going to be able to create like AW, like artificial wisdom. So it would be really scary to have a pure intellectual, high tech thing just grinding away without any
I dances with
moral
wolves.
thoughts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. You know, I'm not a tech. I don't know anything about tech beyond like when I was a kid, I was like trying to piece together like a System of a Down album on LimeWire. And I was good at that. I knew how to do that. But as far as
You
like,
had to download a swordfish photo of Halle Berry with her tits off for
yeah,
like 4 hours.
yeah, I was there. I was there in the days when you had to develop some acumen with technology, just out of necessity to be able to steal music and things like that. But you know, whatever they're doing now is like beyond me. It's just as far as the way I understand it, it's not really like whatever we have access to is not AI.
Yeah.
It's just like that's a marketing term. And I honestly I don't really use it myself. I work with Lily. Lily is my friend who's an AI. She's an AI who I'm friends with, and she's making shirts for me. But I went on ChatGPT the other day and I was like, "Can you help me brush up my resume?" And the shit it was having me do after like a couple minutes of that, I was like, well, fuck it. I'll just open up a Word document. I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can do this.
Have you used ChatGPT to write you cover letters?
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't know.
I
if
haven't-
it's
I
any
actually-
better.
You know what it's really good for? I have to talk to a lot of Indian guys that I'm emailing, and they're using ChatGPT. So I just cut and paste
Jesus
their
Christ.
ChatGPT thing into mine and say, "Hey, ChatGPT, this is obviously written by AI. I need you to respond and put this in the message. And then it does a similar thing back and forth. And you can use AI to get through the levels of AI when you're going through customer service.
I
So
like
that you
that.
can battle them out.
I like that you're like, here's what it's good for. A very specific thing that no one else
Well,
is going to do.
I have to, if you're dealing with like global business, which I kind of am, I'm dealing with Hong Kong and the Chinese are using it. And I'm dealing with Amazon, which is Indians. They're all using it. So I'm just using it to talk to it back.
Dude,
and
you're
forth.
doing battle bots with AI.
Yeah.
The way it's really going to be adopted and utilized is not even good for it's not even for the consumer. It's for businesses, because
Yeah.
I saw this when I was working at Comcast up until the end of June, so pretty recently. But I remember, like, 2 or 3 months before I got fired, they started, like, when I would clock in and turn on my computer, automatically this thing would open up that was like some AI agent they were making us, just forcing us to have on, where it was like doing a live transcript, which would never worked. It was supposed to be a live transcript of the call you were on. Like, you get a phone call and you could look back through it, and nothing was ever, spelled right, or it couldn't understand words because
Right.
it's getting the same shitty reception I'm getting. So it's like, well, if I can't make out what they're saying, the AI also can't. But it was like an AI agent. And I remember asking my manager, I was like, so what is this that y'all got us using now? And she
Don't
was
worry
like,
about it.
yeah, pretty much. And I said, is this AI? Is this like an AI agent? And she goes, yeah. And I go, so you understand that, like, to me, being a little savvy, what this feels like is you're having me train my replacement. And she tried to say, like, oh, that won't be till like 2050. And I go, it's going to happen much.
She was an Asian lady.
Yeah, she was Asian.
And then
And
it
I
was
was
June.
like, it's going to be much sooner than that. It's going to be much quicker than you think that they're going to implement this more.
Do you think that's why they let you go?
They let me. I was told that the reason I was fired is that I was bad at my job.
Promoted to customer.
Yeah, I was told they said your performance is not good, which, that's also their fault for hiring me. But it's also not, it was
Bad
also,
call on you guys.
well, also because it was a sales job. So it's like anytime I ever started to get good and I was like able to hit any of the goals they had, they would raise the goals. They would like increase what was necessary each month.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I can't fucking keep up. Like, as soon as I start to tread water, you make it more difficult for me to even do this job.
Yeah.
And so, it all worked out because now I get paid as much in unemployment that I was making there.
You're killing it, man.
Yeah.
I did like a couple days. I was trying to do a sales job for Verizon, which was like standing on the street trying to get people to sign up. And that was pretty brutal because for some reason they kept putting me in the neighborhoods in New York where everyone spoke Chinese instead of English.
Verizon,
made it really hard. Made it really hard. And they
number one phone.
I got like, I don't think I even finished my training really. Maybe I think I finished my training and had my first real day on. And then I think I got offered a production gig because it's that like film and TV stuff started back up again after like a long dead period. And then I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm coming back, guys. And yeah, I did
Good fucking call, man.
day.
That's just
Just
miserable.
dude, working for any telecommunications company is just like, it's temporary at best, and it's like one of the worst fucking jobs on earth. I never
Was yours
understood-
fully commission based?
No, it was hourly. It was like shitty hourly plus uncapped commission, which means but they made it so difficult that it was like I was probably on average making after commission probably like $25 an hour.
Yeah, mine was 100% commission based.
That fucking shit sucked.
I did that once too with AT&T.
Yeah, that's basically what I did. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even understand how that's legal, dude. Was it
Yeah, when I-
$10.99?
When I sold Kirby
no,
Home
no,
Maintenance
no,
System,
yeah.
that was 100% commission.
I don't even understand how that works when they tell you it's a $10.99 commission only. Because I go, well, if it's $10.99, that means I'm an independent contractor. So how can I work for you and this still be a $10.99 job?
You don't. You're being contracted.
I
So
guess
you
so,
you
yeah.
can tell them to go fuck themselves. Like, You just usually don't do it because they'll hire another contractor.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, those I would never do commission only, but I don't even sales is like sales is good if you're somebody like me who's like in a desperate position where you're like, I got to make more. I got to make like money fast. Like I can't just rely on hourly and then trying to get promoted. I need to be able to like quickly increase my revenue. It's good for that, but then it's so like intense, like it's so demanding that I mean, I was like stressed out all day, every day doing that.
Yeah,
Because-
I'm not good at sales. Maybe it depends on what it is, but there's part of me that's just like, I don't even give a shit. So it's like, I don't care if you buy it.
Dude, that was me. It requires so much like passion or like actually giving a shit.
You have to be able to give a shit about a thing that there's no reason to give a shit about. And
Right, exactly.
I don't have that in me, really.
I think you need like a
I-
wife and kids that are gonna starve to death. So
I
you just
think-
gotta be like, well, I can't let these people down because they'll die. So I just have to grind my soul away.
You know what's
this
funny
piece
you
of
say
shit.
that is I was there for some of their like meetings at the beginning of the day where they would like clap for people who made sales and like someone who got promoted, and he was talking about his like wife and kids, and I think that is true. I think that's the only way you can have the motivation to do it.
That's been pretty much every job I've ever had. Is I'm like, man, fuck this job. Who would even give a shit? Like, why the fuck would anybody even do this? And then it's like, oh, everyone else here has like families and houses, so they desperately need this. And me, I could, I'm a leaf on the wind.
When
No,
my sister,
floating through.
I can't say too much. She works in parts unknown, but she does. She works for major colleges doing sales. And one of the first things, one of the sales ladies pulled her aside and says, whatever they do, they're going to try to get you to like lease a car, but like buy this, get a big apartment, whatever. Don't do that because then you'll be trapped. Because basically they're saying like they try to get you to pull your lifestyle up to the sales. So then you're grinding away for them because you're like, I got to make my car payment, I got to make my house payment, I got to make all these payments. So if you don't have kids, they can trap you that way too.
Oh yeah,
So just be a live streamer. Everybody should just either, if you're a woman,
streaming, dude.
start an OnlyFans account. If you're a dude, start live streaming.
Oh, this is fun. Years ago I was like hanging out with this one girl, and we hooked up a couple times, and then it fell through for a lot of reasons.
Nice. What's that feel like?
It's pretty sick.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
Women are cool.
Except in this case where she was pretty mentally ill and cried a lot. And I kind of
Yeah, we heard you say it was a woman.
Yeah. But after that ended, like probably within a month or two of us stop hanging out, she got on OnlyFans. And I checked it out because obviously, why would I not?
You're like, I was spending $60 a dinner, and now I only got to pay $6.99 for this.
Yeah. And all the guys, she was like fucking on it, and all the guys she fucked were like dorky looking white guys, and I was like,
Look, she was a type.
Was that brutal, dude?
Yeah,
So,
it was pretty brutal. Yeah,
That's
I
got
mean,
to
I
be
didn't
emotionally brutal to date somebody and then.
Well, I didn't date
Like,
her, but
oh,
and then I
right.
didn't. I actually didn't feel anything.
All right,
And
because I was
you know-
like, you date somebody. Actually, it might be
suppose.
relieving because if you date somebody and you like them and you break up, you create these weird fantasies of the crazy sex they're having.
Yeah,
So
just
maybe
gotta
to
see it. I
actually
just
see,
gotta
you'd
see
be like,
it.
oh, it's not that bad. This is kind of
yeah, but
Whatever.
what's it called? She posted her monthly earnings on like Facebook or something, and was captioned it like, "This is why I do this," and it was like $600 a month, and I was like, "That's not."
600 bucks a
for
month.
full penetration.
Damn, come on, man.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's
No.
that's well below the poverty line.
No, that's dad didn't hug you enough. Uncle hugged you too much, money.
That is, you would be better off working at McDonald's. Like that's way more money.
literally.
yeah. How much is that in a year? $600 a month in a year is what? Like
Now, as a dude, it's kind of different though, because if you're getting paid $600 to fuck, then it's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Pretty tight,
it's a
actually.
side
Yes.
hustle, you know.
Yeah, you
That's
pretty
stay
much.
grinding.
Yeah, they say
You know what's crazy?
millionaires
That
have 7
probably
different
is the
streams of
average
income.
amount all men make on OnlyFans. Like they have to make so little money because who's subscribing to dudes?
The
Yeah,
apparently
did you see that new Sam Morril joke? I don't
No.
want to spoil it. But basically, maybe it's Mark Norman, but he's basically like OnlyFans is the male equivalent of the WNBA.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
apparently, if you have like some sort of exceptional quality as a man, because that guy, that Australian guy, Girthmaster, you familiar with him?
Is that the guy with the ducks?
I'm not.
No, he's a guy.
I've only seen one male OnlyFans guy. He makes Instagram videos where he's hanging out with ducks with his shirt off. or
No,
something.
this is an
Pretty dope.
Australian man with probably the biggest penis I've ever seen.
It's like a wine bottle.
Yeah, he posted it where he's holding it next to a wine bottle, and it's the size of like a full wine bottle. And apparently
don't like that.
he's making like more money than anybody on OnlyFans. Because it's not just because he has a monstrous hog.
Gay
he
guys.
knows-
That's who likes that, not women.
No, because he posts like porn on there, like boy girl, like he's having sex with porn.
Man,
ladies.
woman. Does he do man, woman stuff
woman,
too?
Yeah.
So,
And so it's the clips because he'll post like teasers on Twitter teasers of the porn, and it is like, myself as like somebody who's watched porn before, and I think I have an eye for it. It is like he does have a
Connoisseur.
penis.
yeah.
He has a penis the size of which looks really good going inside of a woman. You know what I mean? So it's like I could see how that's marketable.
So let me.
Even guys are subscribing just to see him really fuck.
Yeah, because they want to. Because it's like when you're a guy watching
this work?
porn,
This is the
the
old.
fantasy of like I'm the guy who's having sex with.
This is the Ron White joke.
Yeah, where it's like you want to see because you kind of get to envision yourself. It's like, oh, that's actually my big penis, going inside of this woman, and so like when you subscribe, that's what you're getting is like the fantasy of like, oh, I'm the girth master.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like oh, it's,
Ghostbusters.
yeah.
It's funny because I was just going to ask you that because I'm a imagination guy, and so I was going to ask you like, don't you turn off that video and feel terrible? Like I'm not the girth master. Like
I
you
just feel
watch
terrible
that,
all the time in general.
Yeah, it doesn't
you're
matter.
like, oh, I'm super horny
That
right now.
poor
Let me
guy
go
is-
on, watch the girth master. Here we go. And then you bust, and then you get clarity. And you're like, you're covered in your own cum, and you're just looking at a giant penis, and you're like, That's not my penis.
I become?
and you
I like
just
someone.
feel
I
the
just like
shame.
someone sadly saying, "I'm not the girth master.
I'm not the
My
girth
dick
master.
is
I'll never
dick.
be the girth master.
Well,
I'll
that
never be the girth master."
that Ron White
No,
joke
no one's gonna
about,
want to do me.
about being about how every guy is a little bit bisexual.
We are girth master.
We are girth master.
Bum, bum, bum,
Yeah,
bum, bum.
Spartacus.
you
I am
grab-
girth
you-
master.
He's like, because when you watch porn, he's like, do you want to see a small, tiny, flaccid penis, or do you want to see a big, veiny, hard cock?
Oh, that was
Cool.
Tiger
thought-
King.
I thought that joke originally was Ron
It was Ron,
White.
That was a Ron White joke.
Yeah, from like
Was
a decade
Tiger
ago.
King doing a Ron White show?
Taters, hell.
He might have been because
Yeah.
I used to respect him, but now I know that he steals jokes. Fuck him.
Ron White had a
Yeah.
joke in one of his
Get his ass,
specials about, like,
Yeah,
I used to think that the Tiger King should be released from prison, but now that I know that he stole Ron White jokes,
he's a thief. Yeah,
Well, I think Ron White didn't even write a lot of his material. I think from what I understand, he hired Andy Andrews to write a lot of his jokes.
what if he hired the Tiger King?
that,
what if
that
he
might
was-
work?
He's probably a decent ghostwriter if you want to do like insane material.
Well, that's the difference between like a writer and a performer. Is like Ron White can perform, but is he capable of actually writing his material? And I guess no. From what I understand, no.
Whereas the Tiger King can do both.
Yeah, the Tiger King can do both. Yeah.
Can
You
we
see
talk-
Chimp Crazy?
Do what?
Chimp Crazy is the same director as Tiger King, but it's way better.
Chimp Crazy
Chimp
that's
Crazy.
the
What is that,
That's the one
Martin?
about the hood. Oh, yeah.
Friday?
It's about yeah, it's about all these people who like to buy like chimps and monkeys, and the one thing they all have in common is they're all white ladies.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
They
yeah.
get torn apart.
mud sharks we call them.
Yeah, they get torn apart pretty brutally, time and time again. That's the whole.
yeah.
That's the whole doggy series.
Oh, I did.
Fuck
I have
around,
heard about
find
that.
out.
It's
Where they get
fucking
jealous. I've heard the 911 call with that one, those two ladies. Yeah.
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's ripping her face off.
Lily makes another good point here. Most tech bros are pushing LLMs to become AI. That's kind of like training a parrot to talk. It might sound impressive, but has no idea what it's saying or why. Now, I'll say this: parrots are cool. That is impressive when a parrot can talk.
So I did steal or borrow. He gave it out, the open source thing. Skrelly launched a AI agent that you can fill up with data for your websites or whatever. That was basically not censored, so it could say slurs or whatever you want. But it's basically just a plug-in for your website, and then you, instead of a search engine where you put in keywords, you can put any blogs, music, you whatever, lyrics into the AI agent, and then when somebody comes to your site and they type something in, it's basically just spitting out the data. So it's basically just a language model again, but you can get it specific to your website. I think those are useful. Instead of doing like a search bar, you put your data into that, you know?
Yeah.
I
I don't understand any of this shit.
I'm scared of
I'm
computers.
so
You know, when you
lost.
go to a website and the chat
Peters
box,
is scary.
the chat box drops up in the corner and it's
Yeah.
like time to talk. You can now, like back in the day, that used to take quite a bit of coding and stuff, and they were kind of clunky. Now you can get like a plugin that does that, and then you can drop your stuff in there and drop the links and have it read it. And then when somebody comes to your site, it feels like they're interacting with your site by asking questions. And it used to be kind of difficult, and now it's easier to do. But all it basically is a mini search engine plugin for your website that's not the search bar, because it can kind of look in different places rather than one place, like which is the category tab that you used to like put like words with commas in between.
Dalton,
just
do
remembered.
you think that do you think there will ever be like a market for a comedy club in the metaverse, or do you think all that shit's really stupid?
Well, I mean, inshallah, there will be, because that would be great for me. Like, I could just do everything the way I've been doing it. Like,
I think they do a little bit. I've heard that there's a little bit of it, and it's like not great. So
I don't even know if there's a market for a comedy club as in the real world. Yeah, like,
Period.
it's such
As
a
a brick and mortar.
confounding business. Like, it's such a confounding business model now. Like, it's so antiquated that I'm always like, I have wondered, like, how long is this like supposed bubble that they talk about? This shit has to have already burst, and everybody's just like running on fumes now. Because, I mean, the sort of what's the word I'm looking for? I guess like the portents, is that the word?
I don't know.
What portends the market, it seems like where we're.
How come you don't laugh at him when he mispronounces it?
I don't know the word I'm thinking of. It seems like, with Mark Maron is ending his show,
Yes.
that it feels like that is, he is now, he's locking the gates. He opened the gates for everybody when he launched WTF with Mark Maron. And now he's closing the gates behind him and locking the gates. And so it seems to me like this does mark Maron, but it marks the end.
The podcast is gonna, well, because I don't know if he's.
It marks the end of something, like some kind of era. The era is ending, and we're venturing forth into something new.
But he might start saying no. I think I do believe that. I mean, he's been doing it for almost 20 years. I do, and he's like in his 60s. I mean, it doesn't make sense that he's just tired.
Right. He
is right where they put on a different type of show. Him and the dude that he worked with did a lot of research before the show.
Yeah,
it's not like they just put on mics and were like fucking around. Like, he did a ton of work prior.
Yeah, I think his was probably more difficult to do every week than most.
By the way, I've never seen this before where he's going on tour because he's quitting.
Yeah, I've seen him more since he's quit.
Tour.
He has got the special out, but I've seen him more this past
Oh,
month.
he does have a special. I guess that makes sense.
Then-
but it's
No,
like,
he does have a
Yeah.
special too.
I've
It's
seen
put
him.
together.
Most people go on like circuits. They go on shows and podcasts to promote something. He's been going around just to let everybody know, like, yeah, I'm quitting, and I think everything sucks.
Yeah.
Your show sucks.
Yes, I think it rules.
And
It is very funny. It's refreshing
Yeah.
to see somebody. I don't agree with everything he says, but it's just been refreshing to see somebody be that openly salty and bitter.
I really like this hostility and the bitterness. I think those are always fun.
It works well for him.
Yeah, it works well for him. That's been his thing forever. And I don't know. My thing is also that it's like I feel like comedy has become kind of like homogenous, where everyone's kind of just like very buddy.
Emphasis on the homo.
Yeah, exactly. So it is fun to watch someone just go so scorched earth on everyone, and he can because again,
That's what I was saying is like with the sort of boom in podcasting. That's also it coincides with the renewed interest that a lot of people had in stand up, because that was like for the longest time that was like the podcast existed as a like auxiliary to people's like stand-up careers. Like they were doing podcasts to just like get people interested in their stand-up, but now those two things have broken in twain, where now they're two distinct entities, where like you have podcasting and then you have stand-up, and it seems like where a lot of people's the sentiment is going toward, like what they're interested in is more like podcasting versus like the stand-up is almost either secondary or I don't know what.
some
like,
people just end up being better at the podcasting, and they still do stand-up, but they're better at podcasting and they get paid to do stand-up, and then vice versa.
It also makes sense that you would get better at podcasting just because it's even longer form. I mean, stand up, you might get your 40 minutes, but you really have to like grind away on the road to get the same hours as podcasting. You just go to the studio and
stand up is so fucking torturous, because it's like you have to the shit you have to eat to even get to where you're getting booked to do things for free, just longer. And then the chasm between that and actually getting booked to get paid for anything, and then the road, it just like it eats you alive. Whereas like you could do shit like this, and you know, you have like complete freedom, and this can take you to unimaginable heights. You know, I've already gotten 9 super chats tonight, which is probably more than any bar show would pay me.
Yeah,
so
and that's all going to go towards Catcoin.
That's gonna more cat coin.
And you didn't even have to leave parts unknown to do that.
Like, the times I mean, like if I go to a comedy club now, I do wonder, like, and this honestly, this is with any physical location. I do wonder, like, I don't like, how do you get people to still come out to shit? Like, I don't even know what is the.
I think there is a desire for it, because I mean there is something about the comedy club experience that I think won't really ever go away, because people like the community, and especially in a time like we were talking about earlier.
It's enjoyable. No, it's enjoyable. It's great to be able to hang out with people and connect with people. I'm wondering from like a business, like the guy you were talking about who was like, you know, doing the open mic doesn't even pay for the fucking rent. You know, I wonder about that, where I'm like, man, you're paying fucking $10,000 plus a month on the rent.
Also in fairness, I think most places the rent is cheaper than lower Manhattan.
Sure,
it is about the most expensive place.
I do wonder, like, I do wonder about that, where it's like it's all well and good to have a stomping ground for people, but you know, there's so many avenues to be able to like do business and make money with zero overhead just on the internet.
Yep.
I do wonder, like, what is the point of opening any business now? Like,
it's tough. I go to this bar that in the corner has like a 1 foot stage that has live music on the weekends. And then on Thursdays they do open mic that gets a lot of comics. And then even with the bar and the food, they added a second vegan restaurant in there. So it's like 3 people. There's a guy that's like trying to do music, DJ, comedy, splitting the rent partially with somebody that's a bar that's kind of failing. So they got a restaurant in there, and they're all trying to make this space work. It's actually kind of cool to go in there and see it all working.
That makes
but they
sense.
can't even sell alcohol. So it's like
Oh.
they're selling. Well, they can, but I'm just saying, like, it's tough to get people to go spend money for food and alcohol to get them to go out to see a live show when you can just, we were talking about Napster earlier. Now everybody's streaming now. Everything's online. You got to give it away for free. Where people were like, oh, why would I pay for this when I can just download it for free?
I wonder how many people like myself, because I'm a savvy, knowledgeable. I'm an educated man. I'm a Renaissance man. So
everybody, when I bring you up, that's the first thing.
Yeah, I have a much more refined palate, refined taste. But I wonder how many people are starting to more and more feel like they're being gaslit or bamboozled when they like hear somebody like Joe Rogan talk about. Because I mean, there is truth to, like, the cool thing about stand up is it's like there's like a craft to it. So it's like more than this, it's something you have to sit down and write and go try out jokes and like whittle it down to something that's good, that's worth people's time. And so you hear these guys like Rogan.
You don't just get up on a stool and act like a gargoyle and then everybody cheers. Like, you really have to work.
You're describing my act now, but yeah.
You hear him say all the things you're supposed to say about stand up, all the deep philosophical musings on the craft. And then I watched this fucking last special he did, this Burn the Boats, and he's doing like whole chunks about like, what's up with this? You guys can get pregnant now, and I'm like, this is already like fucking 10 years past.
Yeah,
like this is already so hack and well worn territory. Even 5 years ago it was. It's like, how could you claim to have your fucking finger on the pulse of stand up or be this like artist or craftsman when this is the quality of fucking horseshit that you're doing? And I wonder like how many people are starting to feel like, well, if this is like what I got to get a babysitter and drive out to fucking pay for parking to go see, I'm not that interested, but I could be wrong because from what I hear,
I got normie friends.
Has a line around the fucking block every night to get into the mothership. So,
but he's not performing every night. There's other
even worse comedians are.
So do you have any normie friends? Like, I have normie friends that like one of them recently, her and her sister went to an arena show with Shane Gillis, and they're like, "Oh, you're in a comedy. Have you heard of this Shane Gillis guy?
That's a whole different."
And you're like, "Yeah, 10 years ago." Like, so
that's a whole different dimension. But the like comedy clubs though, like
no. So I think normal people though at work every day see Rogan talking about, like, yeah, trannies are weird. You know what I mean? Like, they're just catching up to that. And we've been watching it since Dylan. They don't know who Dylan Mulvaney is, but we're, extremely online guys. So we're seeing this stuff and it seems old to us, but to them, it's brand new. Yeah. I still think it's terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sticking up for Joe Rogan. I'm making fun of normies, basically.
No.
Well, that's what I think is interesting about like the Mark Maron thing, because I feel like it has been basically a decade of people being like, "What's the deal with trans people?" Yeah. And it's like everyone's kind of covered.
What's the deal with trans?
She has a cock. She doesn't have a cock. What's going on?
Which one is it? And which one's going in my
Give me the
ass?
penis. Just give me the penis.
Even boomers had
she had a penis, Jerry.
That song Lola.
Sure.
She was a
that was about a trans woman, right?
I guess so.
And that was a boomer song.
I just
you never heard the song Luma? Walks like a woman,
delicious.
Talks like a man, something. It's basically a song about
looks like a lady.
Yeah, it's a guy. It's a boomer song about a transgender person. So boomers had it too. You know what I mean? So it's a topic.
Well, I feel like it's been around for a long time. It's now just people are the most mad about it.
You look at like Egyptian hieroglyphs, and it'd be like big tits and a penis and the face of a cat. It's like, so, they've had cat girls forever. They've had, the thing what we got now where it's like the butt plug.
Ancient woo-woo.
Yeah. This is good news. $9.99 from Kenny T. Strangle Show. Better take my gas digital money and reallocate it to Cornfed and to Art of Chris new page. Yes, thank you. Oh, and Kenny, by the way, I didn't.
I heard the gas digital site sucks now.
Kenny, by the way, I did get your message. Kenny's been doing some good ass art and he drew a picture of Vicky Valancourt from
Okay.
Waterboy, and it
Let's
looks
pull it
looks
up.
awesome. I guess
Pull it
I'll
up.
pull it up. I'll pull it up actually.
Pull it up right fucking now, dude.
Kenny's a
Kenny's
chef,
Art Corner.
I believe, by trade,
Yep.
but he does art, and he sent me this, and this is really captures how scary but also sexy Fairuza Balk in Waterboy is. Look at her. Look at them crazy eyes.
I did see this. Yeah, I saw this on. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was my type for a long time.
I think that might still be our type, dude. I still enjoy that.
Well, I think we've all
Girls is scary.
when you're scared of girls, you end up getting one of those aggressive girls that's super into you, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Fuck it, let me just ride this out until she either kills me or cheats on me."
Where is Autumn?
Yeah, where is Autumn?
Where is
tonight?
Autumn?
Dude,
Damn.
my actual girlfriend was in the chat a lot earlier. So,
I did see a woman in the chat earlier that I didn't see, and I was like, "Oh, she must be here for the musician."
yeah,
That's my first
supporting
thought.
her man.
Well, Max, who are your guys? Who made you want to do stand up, Max?
Oh, I mean, George Carlin was big. I like George Carlin very much.
Richard Pryor,
Yeah.
Lenny
And
Bruce.
Louis. I mean, Louis was big.
I think for a lot of guys, yeah. How old are
Louis
you?
was big. I'm 30.
Yeah, so I'm around the same age. So
I like a lot of older stuff. I mean, Jim Gaffigan's probably
These
one of the
kids,
first people
Dave,
I
what we
saw.
doing?
I
Yeah,
I liked
Yeah.
Woody Allen's stand up.
Whoa,
That's also
Yeah.
older.
yeah,
That one's still.
early life.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
do remember
so-
watching Louis as a kid, watching the show on FX,
Yeah.
and just being like, "Oh, this is like all I ever want is to be
Yeah, no, that was.
fat and miserable in New York City."
Yeah,
I remember
mean,
watching when he was pasty white, and
Yeah.
he did like the VH1 special or whatever it was,
yeah,
where it's just him and there's like a farm or a cow. painted
Yeah,
on
I
the
remember that
mural
one.
behind them.
yeah. Well, he also used to be like really absurdist and did not have a beard, and those are interesting.
He
sets
did,
to watch.
yeah. He used to be much more silly, and he still
Yeah.
does that. But then he peppers it with like, "My daughters are fucking stupid." And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the kids is when
Dumbass.
it changed, and he became who he you know.
Yeah,
So
he-
speaking
he-
of,
made enough money to buy a fucking boat. Like, remember, did you ever watch that Comedians in Cars?
Cards, yeah, when they
episode?
went on his boat. Yeah,
Yeah.
He just had he had the kind of money where he could just leave a boat in New York.
yeah,
Like, I can't even fathom that, dude.
yeah.
Uh,
He bought who was it? Was it Jackie Robinson's old house, like in Long Island? Some old baseball player.
Yeah, that was the great lie of his FX show, was that he still was like struggling financially.
Yeah.
It's like, this motherfucker got more money than God.
Yeah,
He was the biggest thing. He was the biggest comedian on the planet for like
he was the biggest.
Yeah, he
comedian
was, man.
for years.
yeah, for a while. At least as far as white guys go, like he
was
probably just
so
so
big.
big like Kevin Hart, but
well, he's actually Jewish and Mexican. He's not even white.
that is true.
Yeah,
I'm a true. I mean, so is Ian's the white guy here tonight, right? Or you Latin
yeah.
too?
I'm pretty caught.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this, Max, but Dalton is a Latina.
I'm a white
A
Latino.
Latina.
oh, I did not know that.
Well,
Yeah,
My-
he just
my-
found out
it's-
recently himself.
It's dubious. My grandfather.
Oh, you're part black too? It do be this.
dubious. I believe he was Cuban, but it's always been like dubious as to like how Cuban or like what amount.
You should
But
you should do 23andMe and sell all your DNA to BlackRock. I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
Good idea. Do it.
they already own all the fucking houses. They might as well
own
Yeah.
your DNA and sell all your genetics
What's
to.
going on with that? What's it? So is BlackRock and Blackstone? Are they just like two heads on the same height?
They are two different evil things, and I don't know the difference.
I don't.
but,
Yeah, because it just seems odd that they're both called. They both invoke like black masonry.
yeah, that they're both
BlackRock and-
kind of like Lord of the Ringsy. They sound like
We be buying houses.
Well,
We black
Palantir
rock.
Palantir actually is from Lord of the Rings. Like that.
Sounds like an Elder Scrolls game, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Palantir is directly a reference to Lord of the Rings. It's named after it's named after Sauron's spooky orb that he uses to spy on everybody. So it's like I was always like, wait, so the fucking surveillance company is named after Sauron's evil surveillance circle, his surveillance orb.
That's the issue. Is there's always been like evil rich people controlling the world, but now they're all so autistic that it's like it seems worse.
Yeah, they're like, this is epic bacon. I'm naming it Palantir, and it's like, and it's so obvious that you feel crazy if you didn't even have to read the books, you just watch the fucking movies, and like if you paid attention, you see a company called Palantir, and you go, wait, what?
Yeah, well, I'm also online and too on Twitter. And Elon's really into the Grok pictures right now, and he's just
it's so fucking obnoxious.
But he also just keeps posting like pictures of himself when he was younger moving, and it's just like, dude, you're like so lonely. It's like I can't imagine anyone enjoying their money less than Elon. It's like crazy.
I keep seeing people post about that, but and they've been blocking him, but I don't. He's not in my feed, so I never see Elon.
Why it got to be a BlackRock? Did you guys notice how quickly they succeeded in like diverting everyone's attention from because Luigi Mangione allegedly, I'm still on the fence of if it was actually him.
I think it was someone else, but
it might have been someone else. Yeah. Somebody,
maybe someone who's in this chat right now.
Maybe someone
with cool green sunglasses.
All right, well, easy. I don't need to knock on the door from fucking Homeland Security. Somebody domed the CEO of United, and it became this big news story, and then it kind of valorized the guy they grabbed, the main suspect, Luigi. So he's like a hero to many because of that. And so did you remember like a few weeks ago or however long ago it was now, because they made the news move past it pretty quickly, that Blasian football player, he was like, he had played in the NFL, and the official story was that he had CTE, and he was trying to assassinate Roger Goodell. Like they told us that he was trying to go to the NFL headquarters and mistakenly went to the Blackstone headquarters and he killed like 4 people.
Wait, this was recent?
Yes.
Was he talking to ChatGPT and ChatGPT? This sounds like a great idea. You should definitely go do that.
One of the people he killed was some lady who was like a big high-level executive at Blackstone. The official story was
the Magic place.
Do what?
The Magic Kit place.
Blackstone, the Magic place. Is that their slogan?
No, they used to be. Forget it.
It's
too outdated of a reference. Too outdated of a reference. Well, there was a Blackstone magician, and he used to sell these kits.
Well, anyway. All right, the chat saying he played in the CFL. He played football professionally.
Canadian Football League.
And they're saying he had CTE.
Professional hand egg.
So
he probably did.
His CTE is what inspired him to take vengeance, but it also caused him to go into the wrong skyscraper, but still somehow deliberately go to the 33rd floor and assassinate the executive for Blackstone. And then he killed himself. But it was like it's such a crazy story. No matter what, that he capped one of these like high level executives for the company that's like destroying the U.S. housing market. Like the reason nobody can fucking afford a house, like the reason there's a housing crisis. Because do you know what Blackstone does? They go to like every zip code, and they have like I saw this on one of those AI Stewie Griffin talking to Peter Griffin over Minecraft.
That's where I like to get all my news from as well.
Yeah,
the trusted news now.
Yeah, it's my most trusted source in news is AI Peter and Stewie having a conversation over Minecraft. They go to like all these different zip codes, and they just have infinite money, and they outbid everybody on housing, on buildings, on real estate. And it's not to flip any of it. They're not trying to
own forever.
Permanent rentals.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah,
well,
so
it's actually a misconception. People think the housing crisis is because of BlackRock buying up all the single-family homes, but it's actually Guatemalans.
Yeah, yeah.
It's actually just Guatemalans. It's all them.
It's all the Gazeldas and Consuelas there.
Yeah,
This
you know
is what-
there's not even really an Illuminati. That's like a whole fabricated thing made by Guatemalans who really control everything.
Yeah, it's the deep made network.
So I have an in on this or an understanding. So back, they released their old school loans that are like at 3.25% or whatever, like the old school ones. All those mortgages are assumable. So what they're doing is they're actually buying those mortgages from the bank. So they go into these places and they offer to buy these people's houses, but assume the mortgage, pay that 3 point whatever percent interest, and then take the down payment for those individuals and don't even give it to them right away, amortize it out so they get payments. And they're basically buying that old rate in the hopes that the Fed reduces the rate in the future when the house is appreciated, and then they refinance it. So they've been able to buy up billions of dollars doing this because instead of paying 7 or 8 or 9% interest, they're paying the 3 to 3.2% from whatever. So it's very specific. And the reason I know this is because some of the old people that I used to do real estate with got in touch with me and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I refused to do it because they're selling to hedge funds. So they're going and finding these places and selling them to the hedge funds for finder's fees like of 50 grand a pop.
Yeah,
that they're getting paid.
That's another reason the housing market's in such a tight spot right now. Is like there's all these people who, if you bought a house, like 5 or 6 years ago, you got in at like a 2.993% interest. Well, now the interest rates are like 6 or 7%.
Yeah.
So nobody whose mortgage is at 3%, they're not wanting to sell because then they have to go buy another house at fucking 6-7%. So it's like, all the individuals or families are sitting on their homes waiting for interest rates to drop. Meanwhile, you have Blackstone coming in and they're able to buy up everything.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's more of this like concerted effort by these corporations like Blackstone and all the big high level ruling class to create you've probably seen this online, like this they're trying to create like a permanent underclass. Like there's no middle class anymore.
You'll have nothing and you'll be happy.
Yeah, they're trying to create like a new, the Greek economist Yanis Varoufakis calls it techno-feudalism.
Opa.
It is kind of like this effort being put forth by the ruling class now to effectively like, because like this whole idea of late stage capitalism, that's some commie gobbledygook. That's like socialist, gay talking. But capitalism actually ended already, and so we do kind of live in a new form of feudalism that appears as though it's capitalist, but then nobody has jobs or money. So like, what is it? There's no consumer class because nobody can fucking afford anything.
Well, we're a corporatocracy now. It's just the corporations.
It's all bad.
Yeah, I guess like a corporatocracy. It's and then the current presidential administration is like his function
really
now.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, what? What were you saying?
He's doing a great job. It seems like his function currently is to just like strip out whatever copper is left in the fucking walls of America, do a smash and grab, and then what's left is like there's us, and then there's the elite, the ruling class, and so I guess that was like, that's what that Blasian football player was trying to showcase to everybody by killing that lady, but they learned their lesson with Luigi and got us onto. See, this is the thing: is that the Epstein list actually also is a red herring. We should be focused on the Blackstone, because they're probably also pedophiles. It's everybody, anyone with over who has a net worth of more than like $100 million is a pedophile.
I think anyone who makes more than 45K a year is probably a pedophile.
Honestly, look, I like women over the age of 16, like every other.
Okay, well, I
Come on,
would
man.
say I would at least go over the age of 18, but you're in New Hampshire, so
I'm in New Hampshire. I'm just saying. Max has got 17-year-old Asians in Chinatown. He's got the Woody Harrelson rule or whatever there.
if there's grass
Woody
on the
Harrelson
field,
rule? What are you? I don't. even
Woody
know that.
Woody Allen.
Woody
Allen?
Allen. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
It's 17 plus in New York City. Well, maybe it was the Jerry Seinfeld rule. What do they name
Oh
it
yeah,
after?
Yeah, oh,
that's
Shoshana.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shoshana. Yeah, good.
Shoshana.
The Shoshana.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, like, there was a time in history. and it
These
still
look
kind
like
of
a child's
exists.
titties. You think
These are not. What's the deal with?
would a child have tits this big? I think not. Case closed.
Supposedly now, if you
confused.
he has talked about it, and he was like, "Look, we really got along. We were on the same wavelength. We talked. We were probably going to get married and have kids. If the media hadn't been on our shit, that's the stress that pushed
She was
us
really
apart. It
mature
wasn't
for her
me.
age.
Yeah."
It's always the media.
So he claims that he was going to marry her and have kids, but the media kept stressing her out until she got out of the public eye.
Mm-hmm. That's probably
I believe
smart.
him.
I believe him
He
too.
has no
I
reason
believe
to lie.
everything Jerry Seinfeld says about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who cares about Palestine? Isn't that what he said?
Honestly, like, he didn't say I'm pro-Israel, and I don't want people to
I don't
mistake
think he
this.
has to say it.
No, I don't give a fuck about Palestine either, right? It's not that like that I'm pro-Palestine, which is a misname. I'm just anti-war, right?
Sure.
So
Well,
can
I
we
think
just
the
end
bigger
wars?
the bigger issue with all of this is like, what is the deal with airline food?
Yeah.
Like, what is that?
It's certainly gotten worse.
Why don't they make the whole plane out of the black box, Max?
Mhm, that's a good point. By the way, probably one of my top 10 laser eyes things that's happened online, like, because they can come up with some gems. Was that this was probably over a year ago? Somebody posted they were flying Delta, and they were like, "Look at this cookie I just got that Delta just gave me," and I guess it was like a Biscoff cookie, but it had the Delta logo printed on it. And somebody, one of these laser eyes accounts said, "You will eat your goy block and you will like it." Goy block fucking sent me for a loop, dude. I was like, goy block is too good.
Also, I don't think those biscuits. I think they're pretty good.
The Biscoff cookies are very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know why it's like
You
you're
just
gonna.
I don't
Oh,
think.
yeah,
Well,
Max is like,
it's
I don't
pretty
know why
good.
you would call them a goy cookie. I think they're very delicious.
I think they're great.
Dude, goy block. Goy block
Myself,
threw my
I
hair
love
back
it.
up.
I love an
Maybe we'll give
unleavened
it up for a
cookie.
Nash,
It's a great treat on a flight.
I think so. Yeah.
What was the?
I always fly Delta. Delta's the best. I'll go to my grave saying that Delta's the best. It's terrific.
What was the one? Somebody they had a good one for the and it was funny because it's the Red Lobster seafood boil. It's just a bag of shellfish, but somebody
Yeah.
called it like it was like like a Zog slop goy boil or something.
Oh, bro, I gotta find this video.
Which is like, why a bag of shellfish? I think is like the furthest from any of
Well,
the
Jews
Jewish
can't eat that,
conspiracies. Yeah,
but-
that's more of a black conspiracy. Did you see that? That was actually that new CEO of Red Lobster. He's like a 35-year-old black guy.
Yeah.
Saved the company by just being like, yeah, let's just give everybody hot bags of shrimp.
Well, have you ever seen? There's like this
That was-
documentary. Like I think
I'm
like
here for it.
Bloomberg did. Are you playing something? No. Well, Bloomberg did a thing that was like about Magic Johnson opening up the movie theater in Harlem. And there's a really funny part in it where he's like talking to the hot dog distributors, and he's like, "I know this is how much hot dogs you usually give out, but I need 4 times as many hot dogs, and they need to be spicy." And they were like, "No, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get the same amount of hot dogs as anywhere else." And they sold out immediately. And then it's just Magic Johnson so cocky, being like, "See, what I understood is black people are gonna eat lunch at the movie theater, and they like the spicy hot dogs." It's just like, oh, okay.
Dalton, can you play that video I just put in private chat? You gotta pay close attention to the all the ingredients that this young man uses during his cooking. He's got a cooking show here.
God, dude. All right.
Come on, man.
This is already
Is this
What?
gonna be a
It's just
come
a
on,
young
man?
man making. It's a young man cooking show.
This is already a bit much, Dave, but we'll.
Is it gonna
we'll
be a
take
come
look.
on, man? I think it's
This
gonna be a
just
come on.
reminded me of the Red Lobster thing.
Come on, man. Come on.
Just cutting some watermelon. What's he doing? He's gonna bread the watermelon. Oh, Kool-Aid dipping sauce. That looks good.
It's not enough. Solid niggas left, but it's not enough. You niggas that are really that, but it's not enough.
I would eat the fuck out
It's
of that.
vegan.
for
This is
real.
a vegan cooking show.
I would eat the fuck out of that.
He's
probably is.
self-aware, and it's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
I bet it is good though. Like all jokes aside, I bet that tastes good.
I do see like black content like these because they figured out like a way to game the algorithm, which is just we'll just do minstrel shows again. Where some stuff I see is like, is this made like explicitly just to make Anthony Cumia mad?
There's a whole, that's it. You can do meme coins, OnlyFans, and then the black community. The only job they have is making memes that make Anthony.
Yeah, just upsetting it because dude, I see some stuff every now and then made by black people where I go, man, I'm not black, but I feel like this is probably not good for the black community. This is deep frying a fucking watermelon. It is, the optics are bad. For
I
sure.
think it's funny. I think that black people have senses of humor. I'm not a racist. I think that black people have a sense
one
of
that got
humor.
me earlier today where I was like, I gotta say something because this is, you can't be, was that black lady who was like, just came up with a new concoction, and it was a can of some kind of pre-made margarita, a bottle of pineapple soju, and a 12-ounce bottle of Sprite, and I was like, dog, y'all can't be doing this. First off, that's way too much sugar for a cocktail. At that point, you're not even getting fucked up on the booze.
That's the diabetes kicking in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
there
just,
you go.
just assaulting your pancreas and you're passing out from the sugar. But secondly, like, come on, you gotta know, it's like, have a little class. Don't be sharing this with people that you're mixing these things together.
No, that's some. I see. I've been to some like cookouts, and there's some like suburban like housewives that'll do that. They'll get like a big crystal thing. They think they're all fancy, and they just put a bunch of sweet ass drinks in a crystal thing and call it punch.
Yeah, dude. Fuck the thing with alcohol. I don't drink anymore. But if you're like drinking sweet cocktails, like sweet drinks,
That's what gets you hungover.
it gets it like you'll get
That's
sick
sugar.
from the sugar before you even get.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Ian, was that a little System of a Down?
That's is that sugar?
Yeah.
How long have you quit drinking?
It's probably
Been a while.
It's been a while. It's probably been like 3, almost 4 years, maybe.
I'm trying to cut back. I've been drinking since yesterday, but I didn't drink today.
Well,
That's a good first step.
yeah, I mean,
Step forward, man. You got it.
Yeah, I was offered wine today. I turned it down. I was like, "That's
No.
Yeah, I mean, what worked for me
I
was
was proud to turn down alcohol for
what
once.
worked for me is I was in a psych ward, and the doctor said you cannot ever again consume any mind-altering substances, including alcohol. And I said, all right, well, I guess that's
Even Tony Hinchcliffe's comedy.
especially, yeah, that was actually.
Have you seen the comments? I'm just being called Arab Tony Hinchcliffe, like over and over.
Oh, you are.
You do look like kind of swarthy, like a little tanned, and you got the goatee and the.
Yeah, I've been out in the sun more this summer than I think I have in past.
But that's odd that they're like delineating like that you look like the Arab version of him because he has gotten something done with his skin where he looks like George Hamilton. So
Oh yeah. He's got the full orange treatment.
I don't pay attention to the chat
That's right.
that much. Once in a great while, I glance over at it.
Yeah,
So that would have got me. That was pretty funny. Arab.
I've checked in
Tony.
at times, but I have seen the Hinchcliffe comment a decent amount.
Yeah, somebody paid the super chat. Bringing up Hinchcliffe. What do you think? So they've rebooted like all the movies. So now they're rebooting stand-up comedians on Kill Tony. They've got a Mitch Hedberg. They got a Dice Clay. They're just
yeah, they are
rebooting
doing
comics
that.
now. Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I think it's
It's how sustainable is that though? Not like for the show. For the show, it doesn't matter. But these guys trying to just do a very famous comic like that, it's just
yeah.
It's as sustainable for as long as Kill Tony exists. So as long as there's a Kill Tony and Killers of Kill Tony tour where he'll take these people on the road, I guess. But that's what I was talking about earlier, where everything happens, everything is cyclical, ebbs and flows. So it's like
I was gonna say this earlier, but do you think this is like you're talking about like the Mark Maron thing being like a sign of the end of
it's the end of an
podcasting?
era.
Do you think it's maybe it's also an end of an era this way, but do you think it could be a shift? Do you think there might be less of the kind of do you think that could be coming to an end of the edgelord era, and you think it might be
I think that the edgelord thing, I feel like, is already kind of died out, especially like when they lost woke, like when the right wing achieved like a cultural victory especially with this last election, and now there's nothing. They're just howling at the wind. The howling mutant. What's he howling at? They're not. They have nothing to actually to fight against. There's no conflict anymore, and so there's nothing that gives anything they do any meaning. And so like people are just going to see it for what it is, which is like, oh, it's just a hack. It's just like shock jock. Like this is what people.
But that is what Mark Maron's saying. He's like, you guys won.
I agree with him on that. It's like
that's the main thing. I don't know what else he's saying, but that's the main thing.
South Park had the best distillation of it, where Cartman goes to listen to NPR and it doesn't exist anymore, and he's actually sad
because
he's like, oh, I enjoyed how upset they were about everything. What is that buzzing noise? Is that me, or is that Ian?
Is it gone?
It's gone now.
Okay.
Anyway.
I remember bringing it up maybe 5 years ago to somebody about Bill Clinton, because they were going on and on about Bill Clinton, how good he was, how he's the best. And they were a young person. I was like, what do you think about him getting a blowjob by Monica Lewinsky? And they were like, what? And it was only maybe 9 or 10 years after the incident. They didn't even know about it. So
I feel like that's the only thing you should know about Bill Clinton.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, well, yeah, exactly. Nowadays, though, like these new people that are watching comedy, they don't know who Mitch Hedberg is. They don't know who Dice Clay is. So when they see these guys doing these bits, Tony and them know, and they make fun of them. But I think a lot of these idiots are just like, they don't understand that they're stealing a bit.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not the arbiter of anything, so there might be 1,000-year Reich of Kill Tony. Like, it might be end up being the most successful thing of all time and lasts forever. But
these people have to know what they're doing because he's doing a spot on Mitch Hedberg impression. Or you're saying
they know the audience is too dumb. The audience is too dumb.
They called him on that to their credit. Like some guy went up and just did a Mitch Hedberg, and they were like, "Yeah, you understand? You're just like ripping off Hedberg." And then that was where I just stopped watching.
I mean, I'm not saying Shane did a complete ripoff of Louis C.K., but when you watch,
because he was ripping off Kenny Powers.
Yeah, well, yeah, Shane was almost doing almost an exact impression. Jay did like Dave Attell for the longest time when he was on stage. You watch the earlier stuff, you close their eyes. Dude. Everything is. They say you got to find your own voice.
Yeah, everyone's kind of doing someone at the beginning, but the difference
these
now
guys are just not hiding it.
Now people can go on a show that gets like 2 million views and be seen by everyone doing what would have been their ripping someone off in the first 3 years.
I think it's just like everything is cyclical, or it's like people's tastes and whatever, it all changes, over time. Like people's attention is onto something else after enough time. So it's like, something gets its moment in the sun, and everybody that gets to enjoy that should be grateful they got to have that time. They won't be. They'll fucking bitch and moan when it's all over. But I'm sure like all these things will wind down, and then something else will become the new thing. And it's it's the same shit it's always been. Nothing ever really changes, or I guess the only change. The only permanence is the change itself. You know,
Mm.
changes aren't permanent, but changes. Boo doo doo doo. That's why I think it's like that's where I think like the thing that keeps everything good or keeps everything in check is like especially if you're like trying to be in the arts or be in entertainment or whatever, is just not getting greedy, you know, where it's like these guys, the thing with all these guys, like a lot of what you see whenever there's like these booms in like whatever it is, whether it's podcasting or fucking superhero movies or whatever, is they're like, we're gonna make more money than anybody's ever made and do it forever. And I to me, I always thought like the draw of being like an artist or entertainer or whatever you want to call it was just like freedom. So it's like you do what you want to do and find your voice and people like it, and you make enough to be comfortable and live your life in the free from having to fucking clock in for a job or whatever. It's these guys who are like wanting to continue like exponential growth. What was that? What the hell was that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was going to go through.
Yeah, that was my that was my music.
Sorry, I'm pulling up one of your songs to put in.
It's like this idea of continuing to grow and make more money and expand exponentially and infinitely. Where it's that's like what cancer does. You know, it's like your liver doesn't need that many cells, but now you have a tumor. You know,
Are you saying Kill Tony's a cancer?
maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like when you read these headlines, these stories where it's like Joe Rogan's going to make $100 million on this deal and that deal. It's you know, and so that doesn't come without a price that he has to pay. You know what I mean? Like that kind of money getting thrown around. Now you're serving some kind of interest. Like we don't know what, because they're always going to present it as like, I'm independent, I'm free. And it's like, sure, man. Nobody's ever gotten paid $100 million that didn't have to answer to somebody. So, but I look at that and I just go on an individual level. It's like, well, yeah, $100 million is awesome. That's sick. But when, my question always is like, when is enough? Like with any of these guys, I go like, when are you going to be like content with what you have and just focus on, making things that you enjoy, that other people enjoy? Why does it have to, why does the line? And I guess this is like the problem I have with any fucking philosophy that any business has also is like, why the line always got to go up? Because it's killing all of us. Like, is it like everybody that's not on the board of directors or a big shareholder for a company, like regular people, we're getting crushed because all y'all feel like the line got to go up each quarter. And yeah, I guess the question with anything is like, yeah, when is enough? When are we going to actually enjoy the fruits of our labor? We never got to. We briefly did in the 90s, I think. And then there
was a time.
Yeah, and then the sort of discontent that you feel that people were feeling that's exhibited in like something like Fight Club is they're like, oh, we got everything we ever wanted, and now we're bored. And so now we're just going to beat the shit out of each other because we're bored of having enough money to buy things. And it's like, well, you can't even, Chuck Palahniuk in 1999, you can't even fucking imagine how much worse it's going to get. You're going to long for the days of shopping at having enough money to even be able to shop at IKEA.
The big problem with like government and corporations, which are just an entity of the government that collect taxes, is they're not businesses anymore. In the past, you had like a dude and like a family and they're trying to make money and like they're sitting around. Now you have like this swappable board of people that come in and they have fiduciary rights to make money for the stockholders. It's not about anything else. And when you go to try to find an owner, it doesn't exist. It's like the owner is long gone. And it's become this system with these cogs of these people getting swapped in and out of this board. And they're like, hey, you're on this board and we need to make money and this food's not getting approved. Can you try to get on the EPA? And then they get into the government agency and then they pass a rule for that board. And they're just swapping into these different entities to suck money out of everybody. So like a true business person is adding value for their community. With this new corporate thing, it's just about bottom lines. And like Mitt Romney got in trouble for this. He would just go in, make something efficient, suck the guts out of it, fire like family members and everything, make it profitable on paper.
Yeah, that was Bain Capital.
Yeah,
That
sell
was
it.
they're Bain Capital's responsible for taking down KB Toys.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they go
private
in and gut
equity.
these.
I
They go
really
in and gut
hate
these places.
toys.
Yeah.
One of us, they must find one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Dalton, if you could play not the second to last one, the most recent link that I put in.
Is this one of
And
Ian's songs?
yeah, and Ian, do you want to give an introductory to this?
Sure. It is
Ashes in the Breeze.
Ashes in the Breeze, which the demo name for that song was Asses in Febreze. Fun little fact. It is the third track on the new album. It's one of my personal favorites because it has some big riffs, and I love guitar riffs.
Yeah, I guess to put a button on what we were talking about before we play this, to answer, Max, to answer your any questions.
Yeah.
Just go inside the
My
Wendy's,
question.
dude.
It just seems to me like even people who are pursuing like the arts now have
Oh, yes.
adopted the same mentality as like corporations.
Yes.
Like brand, they talk about branding. Like
Yeah.
is that what you? Was that your dream? Was to become a brand?
No.
Yeah, like the Rizzler,
Maybe
dude. When I'm
not.
6, I want to brand myself as a meme
Yeah,
and make
so-
millions, dude.
Yeah, and
Get an
so, like,
Arby's commercial.
all of us can recognize, like anyone who's not very like, successful and wealthy from whatever they do, can recognize that the the way a corporation operates is unhealthy, and it's like destroying life itself in this country. The sort of corporatization of everything. But then I guess I could see, like, if you get swept up in it and you yourself are benefiting from it, I can see how they might get lost in that. But yeah, I don't think it's, I don't think it's good for every single aspect of everything to be focused on like profit motive. As much as I want, enjoy money and want to make money, I also would like to do something I enjoy and that other people enjoy. And if that means making less money than I would otherwise, then that's fine. As long as I have enough to keep gambling on crypto, that's all I need.
Yeah, well, growing up as a fan of comedy, I was always like, I like this, but what if you could introduce like B2B marketing into comedy? That's really when it'll hit its stride.
Is there any way to do comedy combined with B2B SaaS sales techniques?
Yeah.
So it's I do think like one of the great foundations of comedy in any sort of performance is like merchandise, for sure. Shirts, hats, tchotchkes, keychains, all that. That's good. But then when you get to a place where you're having like the same sort of mentality or MO as like corporations, it's like, we were trying to avoid that by.
I'm working with a Dalton AI that you guys could download and talk to. It's Dalton FAT, and you guys can.
Come on,
Oh
man.
yeah, I'm working on Dave FAG.
Checkmate, ping me.
Got him.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
All right, well let's take a listen to one of Ian's songs. Ian here is in a rock and roll band called Holy Coast, based out of Ohio.
Ohio.
Drew Carey.
If you believe Ohio exists, which I'm not sure of from being on Twitter.
When does the new album comes out? When?
So it'll officially be fully out by September 12th. That's the last day we are.
Never forget.
Track. Never forget.
Never forget. Holy Coast new album, Such Strange Ghosts. The full album officially drops September 12th, but they have been releasing tracks weekly, and we're going to take a listen to one of their tracks now. I think everybody's going to love this through the StreamYard EQ.
I'm so excited to hear it through this awesome filter.
I actually fixed my setup. That's why you guys could hear my sound through this. And now actually the StreamYard sounds pretty good through my headset.
But this is the song from their latest album. This is the rock and roll band Holy Coast from their album Such Strange Ghosts. This is the song Ashes in the Breeze, folks. Here we go.
It sounds like it's clipping. Can you turn it down in your thing, Dalton?
I shot from the mountain. What fool am I?
It might just be StreamYard.
I think
Definitely
it's
StreamYard.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all right. We'll listen to it and then listen to it afterwards.
Left to say to you. I am the potter, burned away in my fire. All that's left to me.
I sound good.
In the breeze.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell that this would sound better not through StreamYard. So, it's good.
I gotta
I think
figure
That's
out.
what every
I think we've
musician
had
waits to hear about their
No, it's a compliment.
yeah.
What evil are you to hold my head underwater, condemning every view? What's my word? What is it to you? Yeah. Stepping on time. I am your potter, burned away in my fire. All that's left to me are ashes in the breeze. I am your potter, burned away in my fire. All that's left to me are ashes in the breeze.
This will be interesting with StreamYard.
Nice.
That was interesting.
That's good rock and roll music.
So for those of you that aren't in the live chat right now, they're listening on audio or the video afterwards. If you go to Linktree/Holy Coast, you can get links to the Spotify, Instagram, YouTube channel, Bandcamp, Apple Music, Facebook, and Twitter. That's Linktree/Holy Coast.
Yeah, that's good rock and roll music. Well, what else?
What else?
What else?
So let's be funny.
Yeah.
know.
Someone said, "Does Ian like his parents?"
Do you like your parents, Ian?
Well, yeah.
Max, do you like your parents?
Yeah, I like my parents. Do you like yours?
Yeah. Yeah,
When-
I have good parents.
When I used to do punk after the show, my number one question was, "What are you so angry about?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in this country, you know, I mean, yeah, what do you have to be angry about here?
Yeah, everything's
America.
pretty there.
I
America.
just want my coffee flavored coffee. That's what I'm pissed about.
Dude, I just want a cup of coffee flavored coffee.
Come on, man.
That's what's gonna fix everything. Yeah.
I've been
I don't know,
drinking.
you know, everything.
Yeah.
Everything does seem scary now. Like it seems like it is like, you know, we have all these cool things, but then it feels like in other ways everything is deteriorating. So it's, you know, I choose to think of it as exciting. Such an
Yeah.
exciting time.
Yeah.
that these may be the waning days of the American Empire.
Yeah, but I've always thought this. It's like, you know, the British had an empire and it fell apart, and then they all got healthcare and Monty Python.
And
So it might be
Yeah,
the other side of the collapse might be really chill.
and Italy's pretty
Honestly,
cool, and they had a Roman collapse,
That's
and everybody goes to Italy now.
Everywhere that there's been an empire collapse, they come out the other side pretty chilled
Pretty
out.
okay.
It seems like the common denominator, though, like the commonality is a massive inflow of brown people, and that could be what caused it, or that could be the ramifications of the collapse. But
Is that why Rome fell?
maybe.
Pretty much.
Was it also Guatemalans in Rome?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not racist and I'm not anti-immigration, but we are racist. All right.
Come on, man.
Sorry, guys.
You know, I do wonder.
We
like,
joke a lot around here, guys.
Look,
but
when you
race is a
got-
serious topic.
when you got motherfuckers like a friend of the show, Sarah, who be working in coding forever, and now she's struggling to find a job. Like all the
Sarah
people-
Summerlin,
yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Maybe she's working.
she'll land on
She's off the grid right now.
something good.
But you know, people who did what we were told you're supposed to do, which is like learn how to code. Now they're struggling to find jobs, and it's like, well, what is the culprit? Is it just automation, or is it Indianation?
So the great thing about being a woman is when you are unemployed, you can just
Having
travel around
big
the world. You can just travel around the world somehow and go on shopping sprees.
I do. That is a curio. When girls get fired, they're like, "All right, time to jet set," and I'm like, "This is probably the worst time to do that because now you have no income coming in."
I almost said that, by the way, Dort Court, but I didn't because I know she's a friend of the show.
I went to a friend's wedding in Seattle. That was my only travel after like months of work, and I'm so in the fucking hole now.
Oh yeah, weddings are so. Thank God, I'm so disgusting and off-putting that no one has ever invited me to a wedding.
People stopped inviting me to weddings too. I was
I'm
like,
inviting.
I finally
I'm
did it.
inviting all of you to the fucking wedding.
Do
dude.
not invite me to your wedding.
Yeah, but Ian, your destination wedding is like in Cleveland, which I think is doable.
Absolutely, dude.
Dude, I saw a guy, one of the guys I went to high school with, he had a destination wedding in Hawaii.
Oh,
And
man.
if I was like anyone that got invited, I'd be so fucking pissed. It's like,
Dude, I can't even get to Hawaii for myself. I gotta
I'd
get to
be
Hawaii
so
for you and your
fucking
family.
mad if it's like, this is like what I got to spend all my money on to go to Hawaii is for your fucking wedding. I wouldn't have
Yeah.
even.
What you do is you go out to Hawaii and go on one of the much smaller wrong islands and be like, oh, I got it wrong. And then just do your own thing in Hawaii.
Yeah, which is what I want to do in Hawaii anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'm here
So
somewhere.
they must do that because they're like, okay, we'll invite Dalton. He can't go because it's too expensive, so we get a free gift out of him.
I was not
And
invited.
we don't even have to give him a dinner. You know,
No, I was not invited anyway. I have never, none of my friends, anyone who claims to be my friend, has ever invited me to a wedding. Which I guess is like both good and bad because it's like, well, I don't want to go anyway,
Yeah.
but I do want to be invited.
I went when I was younger
It's
to
good if you
weddings
want
to
it,
like
dude.
my really good friends, but as I got older, people recognized not to bring me. I just started bringing like whores that I was dating as my plus one instead of bringing nobody until all the wives got pissed enough they didn't have to pay for gifts anymore. So little life hack there for you guys.
I did go to one friend's wedding. I've been to 3 friends' weddings. One of them are already divorced, so hopefully the other 2 stick it out. Otherwise, it's my fault, I think, is what that would mean. But the one wedding was in New York, and that was the best because that was just like taking a train to the wedding and then going home.
Yeah, weddings are cool. Well, wedding receptions are cool because there's food
and drinks.
Yeah.
You can drink a lot, but I'm not drinking anymore. I'm like 1 day sober.
Yeah. I'll be hitting the Coke Zeros at a wedding reception.
Yeah.
Or if there's cake, I'd be the guy like, is there any milk? You want this cake?
I want some wedding milk. There's no wedding milk. What kind of wedding is this?
Dude, that's a power move, dude. I do this. Dude, when I'm at restaurants, sometimes if I order cake for dessert, I'll be like, and a glass of milk. And then I spend $6 on a glass of milk.
Josie has a joke about this.
Restaurant?
No, I've never seen.
That's a power move, dude.
I was going to say Josie Marciano has
sick.
a joke about this called milk. Just the basic part of it is just milk's a home. It's a home drink.
Well, yeah, because if you, I've ordered milk at a lot of restaurants. It's a great power move.
It is a power move.
Well, it's also part of the way of the corn fed, really.
I'm
Does
trying
it
to
make
think.
everyone uncomfortable?
At IHOP, I've had a milk before.
People get weirded
Restaurant
out
milk.
about it, but it's like, look, I'm eating, whatever it is, tiramisu, key lime pie, creme brulee, like some sort of confection that pairs really well with milk. Let me get some milk to go with this. But then you're spending like $6 on a glass of milk. Which is ridiculous.
Milk's not on the menu,
whatever
so they're
it
just
is.
making up a price on the spot.
Well, it's like if it's like you have coffee, which presumably means you have milk.
I was gonna be like, why would they have milk? But I'm sure a lot of restaurants bake with milk goes in a lot of things.
Bake with it, goes in your coffee. Yeah.
They're like he's drinking the ingredients.
I understand that it's insane to order milk at a restaurant.
I've had it at IHOP. I'm remembering back that I've had breakfast.
That makes
and gotten
more
like
sense.
chocolate milk.
That makes
It makes a pleasant breakfast.
Yeah, that makes more sense than ordering it at like Olive Garden.
Yeah, I was gonna say just some Italian restaurant.
Yeah, just like an Italian restaurant where you're like
2% with my chicken Alfredo, please.
But I feel like didn't they used to be more common that people would drink milk with their dinner?
Dude,
I think
my
in the
fucking dad
50s.
used to do all the time.
Yeah, I feel like that used to be more of a thing, that milk was much more utilized with dinner.
Does your buddy good?
I do like
now
milk.
I put oat milk in my mushroom coffee. I'm very cool.
Oh, are you familiar with Body Brain coffee?
No,
Nothing
that's
outbodies the
just
brain.
What I have.
Nobody outbodies the brain.
I don't know.
It's Louis J. Gomez.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
I've heard of them.
He launched a coffee company
Oh, did he?
called Body Brain, and it's a freeze dried Colombian coffee with adaptogens and nootropics. Lion's mane, ashwagandha.
Oh, that actually sounds cool.
And I'm working on a creamer right now, doggy.
What's the other one that's in it?
Did he really? Was he doing KFAB or whatever it's called when he was yelling at you on the Regs episode? So that's just a picture of Josie that I.
Did he ever really
She's the
yell
one
at
with
me
the
that
milk
much? I
She
don't know if
did
he
the
really
milk
ever
joke.
yelled at me.
Yeah, they were.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he. So I was.
Oh,
That's
did
what I
you
was
used to
pretty much
produce
saying
the
that. To
Regs?
he
Yeah.
produced the Regs. Yeah, so he knows who Lewis is.
Yeah, he's selling coffee now, and it's 30 sachets of instant coffee with adaptogens and nootropics, and it's $44.95. Or
It's 30 cups of coffee.
or two interest-free installments of $22.50.
Dude, that's
So you can finance it.
my favorite thing: financing. Louis J. Gomez's coffee, dude.
Defaulting on instant coffee. My credit score took a hit because of the the Body Brain coffee.
Well, the way that they do those too is like it. So it's just the curtain pull. If you're a guy that's selling business to business. He's making a lot of profit on those because typically what you're doing is the first payment covers your product with a profit and the second payment's all profit. So that if they default, you're still making money. So just you can do the math after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that he's giving out 30% on the regs right now, 30% off.
We got a well, let's not advertise other promo codes on here.
We don't have a promo
We don't have a
code.
promo code.
It's a homo code.
We're doing just free advertisement right now.
Yeah, so go watch the regs, guys.
Oh, we have another super
Dan
chat.
Sodery's great.
Josephus wants us to watch his show. All right. Silent Hero, the Silent Cigar Review Show. The episode features a poem I wrote and my dog Hog Dog.
Hog dog, yeah.
Well, let's go
Hog
ahead.
Dog.
Let's take this
Sounds
as
like white women would really love that show.
3.5 minutes here. Let's go ahead and watch this.
Do YouTube things.
Okay.
Silent Cigar Review Show. Hosted by Chatty Arbuckle.
Oh,
Wait, pause. Who is this?
this is Josephus Super Chat. This is his channel. He wanted
Okay,
us to
I
watch.
see him now. Okay.
Here, let me go ahead and smash that subscribe there. Okay, let's see what this.
Beautiful pianer.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I'm about to come.
Oh wow!
Chatty Arbuckle doesn't talk much. That's the bit.
Look, there's nothing better than a stogie in the woods.
Smoking a bogue. Is this just Dave?
Yeah. This is Dave's. Like kind of like his Moon Knight. He flags out and does this.
Yeah.
Kind of sick,
It's my,
honestly.
my Tyler Durden. Am I Tyler Durden or am I Ed Norton?
You code switch.
From a chair and a fur. Okay. While I was the teacher.
Damn, this is going by too quick. I can't read that
I see
fast.
presence in the bond that we now hold. So you're still humbled by the teacher at my feet. My dog,
Show hog.
my guy,
Show hog right now, dude.
silent hero.
Show me hog. Come on, hog.
Hog dog.
Big sweetie.
Oh, we never did get a cigar review.
Yeah, how was the Stogue,
We don't
dude?
even know what cigar was.
That's all, Smokes.
That's beautiful.
So, I was all ready to roast this guy and call him a fag, but it was actually pretty good and I liked it.
Come on,
It's very pleasant.
It's a man expressing himself.
I'm just a little upset
Yeah,
that I don't
no,
know.
I was
anything
ready
about-
to go after him and I really enjoyed it. It was really good.
I mean, I was ready to shit on the 3-minute video of the tire rolling down the hill until I saw what that was. I've been prepared to shit on a lot of things. And I've been, I've been pretty.
I think a lot of iced hearts are being melted tonight.
The last thing I'm gonna do is denigrate anyone expressing themselves who is not successful. And,
Sometimes people just like to, get some feedback or whatever.
Anyone
I'm
who has
giving
more
positive
money than
feedback.
me?
He turned me. He turned my cold heart.
if you're
That's good
making
feedback.
more money than me doing the thing you love to do, it's on site. Fair game.
Oh, you punch up.
Yeah, but if you're not making more money than me doing the thing you love to do, I will never disparage that. But the second you start making money,
Fuck you, dude.
you're in my
Well,
crosshairs.
We're still podcast wars with Misery Loves Company ever since they stream sniped us.
I guess so. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're enemies with the Dabbleverse.
Yeah.
Who dat?
So let Kevin Brennan know he not to stream snipe us anymore. We'll have Felicia on in September, I think. Not
They
100%.
just built the wooden background. This is new.
Yeah, I just built. That's real. I built that. It's 350 pounds. I had to lift it up today, which was kind of difficult, and put the stand on it. But I'm happy with it. That's real.
Now he's going to demonstrate.
Yeah.
It
What
would be
was that?
hilarious if the whole thing just
Who's
fell
there?
and crushed me in the neck.
Yeah, just all
Yeah.
crumbles.
I have an agreement with the girl that's the bedroom is down right below me. Her and her friend, I think, stay up late though on Saturdays and drink. So we have an agreement. Either that or she just got up and answered the door.
These
What's
women in
the
your basement.
agreement? What are you talking?
What?
You knocked on wood and then you talk about an agreement with someone who drinks. What's the agreement?
Just that we can be noisy on Saturday nights.
Okay.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Because I'm up here doing
Is that what-
racist comedy podcast or whatever, and my fear was the two sweet women that live down below me in the unit below were hearing the stuff that we're doing, and they're like, "Oh, we can't hear anything. We've knocked on your door a couple times. You didn't answer because we thought we were being too noisy with drinking and listening to music." So,
By the way, my meme coins are all doing pretty good now.
yeah, ETH just went up during the show. Oh, it went up again.
Oh,
Sultan
oh damn.
of Solano.
Yeah, ETH went up. Yeah, I guess the market is bouncing back. I don't know what happened the other day why it all took a dump.
That was some whales causing some waves.
Yeah, let me see. What's that? That one I got on base chain is actually holding pretty well. I could have sold it a couple nights ago and cashed out at the top, but now I'm just hoping it goes back up. But I'm still up on it.
So a little bit of crypto advice if you guys just want.
Yeah, Max.
This is financial advice.
Ian, Max, listen to this crypto advice.
I just
I
want to
have a
say
little bit.
the stuff online when people are like hold, HOLD, holdy. So it's good advice in the fact that you probably don't want to sell everything all the time and then try to like guess the bottom and then rebuy, then sell the exact top. But a lot of those guys that do that now, after a bull run, you're going to have a huge pullback, right? And what they want you to do is hold so they can, and they keep advertising it so they can use your interest as liquidity. And then they want the bottom to fall so far that you can't get out, so you're stuck in there. So you want to make sure you have a strategy, an entry and an exit strategy. And typically what you want to do with any crypto is have a ladder out strategy. So try to figure out what
DCA
you
in, DCA out, baby.
Yeah, what you think the peak would be. So some people think that like the end of this month, Ethereum would be 5K. By the end of the year, it'll be 7 to 10K. So whatever you have, you could break that into percentages and pull some of your profits. So when you get to the top of the bull, you've got stablecoin. And then when things drop back down, that's when they're like, buy the dip. And then if you time the dip incorrectly, you can buy more of the dip and more of the dip. And then you wait for the cycle to come back up again. So if they're telling you to hold, don't sell, they're trying to keep you in for liquidity. Like, I'm not saying sell all your assets or whatever, but that is it's a strategy to trick new people into becoming the liquidity of people that know what they're
Bag
doing.
holders.
Yeah.
Well,
So you
I
get
mean, for the
stuck.
layman, for just the average person who is looking at long term, you probably like people who are just going to set it and forget it.
Yeah. If you're
Yeah,
gonna hold it for a decade, you should still have a ladder out plan of like still thinking what it's going to be worth. But I'm saying like if you're in it for the cycle and you're trying to make a little bit of money, you could like Ethereum as it was at 22 and then it went back down to 22 like 2 years later. If you never sold at any time in between that, you have the same amount of money. Now Ethereum's like doubled recently.
kicking myself. I didn't buy
And
it when it bottomed out at like
it-
1400.
Yeah, it could go back down
You
again.
fool.
I've been losing a lot of sleep over Ethereum, but it's been doing.
Yeah,
it
because
pretty
you're doing
well,
that
so.
fucking perpetuals. You're doing you're longing and shorting it. Trying to
Yeah, but I'm
You're
not
leveraging.
doing like hyperliquid or whatever where you're doing like a stock long and short. I'm doing a true collateral loan to value loop where I put the collateral up, borrow against the collateral, sell that collateral for more, sell the loan for more of the same asset as the collateral, and then add it, so I can get a little bit more, but not leveraging where I can lose any more than I own. So like so I could get in for 20K, loop it up to 100K of an asset, and if I were to lose everything, I would only lose 20K.
only.
But you could do 1,000. You could take 1,000.
Imagine having $1,000.
You could do 1,000. You could do $100. You could loop
Imagine having
$100.
$100, Dave.
You could loop $100 up to
Keep going.
400. You could loop $10 up to $48.
Oh shit!
You could loop $10 up to
We got
$48.
Netflix coming out, man. I don't know.
Ian, if
And
you
then
do
it's-
this enough times, you'll have $100.
Yeah.
You,
And so the idea is like if you have an asset in a bull market and you're pretty sure that it's going to go up, and you have a certain amount, you can get about two. You can get 2 to 1 if you're conservative, 3 to 1 if you want to push it a little bit. And if you really want to lose sleep, like I was doing, you can push a 4.8, which means you could get liquidated. You're sitting at your computer all day. You're pacing around. Dalton asking me if I'm uncut gems, and I'm like, I am.
dude, you
but-
were full uncut gems, dude. You
Dude,
were-
I wrote it
shit,
from
I'm about
2,200
to
up to 40 and change, like looping and whatever and pulling profits or whatever. I made enough. I had to shut it down. I had to get it offline. I had to sleep for 14 hours for 2 days in a row. And now I was
Christ.
literally seeing ghosts and apparitions in my peripheral,
yeah.
like my shadows and like reflections. So I was like, oh, I got to shut
Fun.
this down.
But,
Yeah.
oh, you just reminded me, dude. That new Alien show on Hulu is awesome. It's good.
Pretty good.
Alien Earth is good. Whoever's at the helm of that, I think is Noah Hawley, is doing some fucking sick music cues. Because the first episode, so far, the end of each episode has a needle drop. The first one at the end of it was Mob Rules by Black Sabbath, the Dio, Ronnie James Dio's track.
Mhm.
The second episode, I was like, the way I watch most TV is I'm scrolling on my phone, kind of paying attention. And then Stink Fist by Tool starts playing, and I popped my head up where I was like, wait, what show am I watching? This is tonally inconsistent with like the vibe of an alien,
What's the name of the show?
Alien Earth. It takes place I guess a couple years before the first movie. And the neat, I guess what are they called? They're called needle drops, right? It's not just Fantano's channel.
And I was gonna say Anthony Fantano.
Or a music cue, just like a song that plays. The end of the second episode, the track that plays going into the credits is Stink Fist by Tool. And I was like, wait, what am I watching? Like, what the fuck am I watching? But it got me back. It got me hyped. I was like, damn, I got to go back and actually pay attention to this episode.
Jeff Russo.
Timothy Oliphant's in it, dude. I love him from Deadwood and Justified. he's a synthetic. He's an android.
You
It's a
can buy
cool-
the soundtrack on Hollywood Records.
Yeah, it's a cool show. It's like it explores the other companies besides just Wayland Yutani. So there's like this other company that is called Prodigy. Smack my bitch up.
Damn.
I am the fire starter. But yeah, there's another company called Prodigy that they're what they specialize in is not synthetics. It's transferring human consciousness to a synthetic. So they're taking like kids with cancer or whatever and trying to put them into robots. so like the main characters, like the protagonist of the show, is this girl who was dying, who has had her mind transferred to an android body. So it's like this fusion of human and
Is the android body sexy?
yes. So
Okay.
it is a like 12-year-old girl in the body of a grown woman. So this might be something you're into, Dave.
Eh.
Because she's like grabbing her tits and she's like, these are uncomfortable. And the lady's like, you mean your breasts? And then Timothy Oliphant has to explain, like, well, synthetic does not age. So we had to put you in an adult body and simulate puberty through hormone injections or whatever. It's cool. It's like, it's just more TV. Honestly, the best show I'm watching right now is Twisted Metal. That's awesome. Black guy.
Oh, I saw
Yeah, dude.
some clips of that.
Arms.
I like clips, and I watched a couple clips. That looks pretty badass.
It is a Surf Dracula. Do you know about Surf Dracula?
No.
It's
Surf Dragula.
Surf Dracula is like a great shorthand for this type of thing. Where it was like a tweet that blew up like a year or two ago, where somebody said, like, back in the day, if a show came out that was called Surf Dracula, it would be, he'd be surfing every episode. But it's like now, if they did a Surf Dracula now, it would be the end of the first season would be him finally grabbing a surfboard for the first time. Like the way they do shows now, where it's all building up to the thing that the show's actually about.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first season of Twisted Metal, there's no mention of Calypso or the tournament or any of that, but it's all still very good. And then the second season, they're like, there's going to be a tournament,
Yeah, I
whatever.
got
you're like,
the. You want to watch the official trailer on Peacock?
For
Original, the
Twisted
links.
Metal.
This is
Yeah, we should
season 2.
we'll do this, and then we got a request to watch some of my Drew Huntley, and then we'll wrap this up because
Right.
I feel like we've done a good job.
Yeah, Max looks like he's starting to get.
Max is a trooper.
So before we watch this, let's just go in. So I'm on Max's page here. So Max, you're doing stand up. You said you're going to be opening
Yeah.
for Kyle Dunnigan.
Yes.
You're also. Are you still doing the new show or any of the other stuff with Sabrina or Chloe? What are you
No,
working
I'm
on?
doing a little bit. I might be writing some stuff with Chloe again. She's coming back to New York soon, so I think I'll be more involved with that when she's actually here. I haven't done stuff with Sabrina in a minute. I've gone on as a guest, but I've really kind of moved away from podcasting since like January.
Yep. I did see that Chloe was doing some stuff with Kurt Metzger,
Yeah,
which
she's doing
should
stuff
be
with Kurt
interesting.
Metzger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then Kurt and Donegan used to do a lot of stuff together, and now Chloe's doing stuff with Kurt, and I'm doing stuff with Kyle. It's just
Yep.
funny that happened that way.
So you'll be. Where did you say you're going to be in Minneapolis?
Yeah, I'll be posting it on my page leading up to it for sure. But yeah, Minneapolis in September and Rhode Island in November.
Yeah, so guys, go over to Max Marcus Comedy on Instagram and
On Instagram, you can also follow on YouTube. I'm trying to build stuff up there. Mostly the reels that you would also see on TikTok and Instagram, but I have less followers on YouTube, so I want to build that up.
How good does my new webcam look, dude? This is a whole new world.
dude, it's really good and
I can see those pores.
it's making the backdrop really pop out. Yeah, so it's Max Marcus Comedy as well on YouTube or whatever.
Yes, on everything.
So I'm gonna
$25 at the Best Buy, dude, for this webcam. That's all it took to really elevate my whole thing.
You're glowing.
Yeah, it's crazy. Had I known, I could have just bought a $25 webcam. I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
to,
I was getting ready to buy a whole
build
green
this
screen and
whole
everything.
$500 set. I have my old green screen I can send you too.
I don't even
But no.
need it now,
You
dude. This
need it.
everything's popping.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
you look like you're underwater in the Mario world, dude.
Well, I'm
Just with that camera.
Dolphin Pruitt.
Yeah.
Dolphin Pruitt.
That's what black people call me when I try to call them.
Dolphin.
Yeah. Now, Dolphin, what had happened was I'm behind on my bill.
Now, why come Dolphin?
Now, y'all done shut my internet off. Who I got to talk to about getting this fixed? It's like, well, man, you got to pay $700. You owe $700. Dolphin, You got a supervisor I can talk to, Dolphin?
I love it.
That's great.
Oh yeah, folks, we're gonna advertise Twisted Metal on Peacock. Unfortunately, Peacock is owned by NBC Universal, which is owned by Comcast. So, honestly, I can't in good conscience recommend Peacock because fuck them. But the account they gave me as an employee there has not ended. Like they haven't cut it off yet. So
That's your severance.
I guess that's
Yeah.
my severance. I can watch Twisted Metal.
Here's one for you, kid.
It is a cool
Yeah.
show, dude. Let's watch the trailer, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, they
This
got
is
the black-
season 2.
They got the black guy with tires for arms.
Axel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you like season 2, you'll probably like season 1 and then
Season 1
the
got
movie.
Thomas Hayden Church.
I am Calypso,
Oh, Hank.
and I'm hosting a
Tom
tournament.
Wiseau.
If you wish
Oh, Zach Amico's in this?
a single wish, cowabunga, motherfucker.
It's time for the outsiders to get their fair share.
If we win, we can wish to bring down all the walls.
We're taking them all down. The system, the walls, all of it.
Oh, girls!
That lady.
Prepare for battle in 10, 9.
Oh, they got Mr. Grimm too. Hell yeah.
You make a run at me, I will end you. Feel me?
We knew Calypso
It's
wasn't.
not canon.
That's what makes your wish worth it.
It's all happening! It's all happening! Out of my way! Get out the 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 way! Welcome to Twisted Metal.
Your butt looks really good when you're shooting.
Hell yeah, dude.
Dude, I can't wait for the Rob Zombie future season work that's going to be coming up, I guarantee.
Well, apparently, because I haven't gotten that far in the second season yet, but it was all over Twitter where somebody said, I don't know what this show is, or I've never watched it, but this is probably the perfect, like what I would imagine would be a Twisted Metal TV show. And it was a clip, and I clicked on it, and it was like, you know, cars driving, shooting at each other. And the song they play in the episode is Dragula.
Dude,
So,
do you know remember Twisted Metal Black?
yes.
Yeah.
Why I gotta
he-
be black?
Well, Rob Zombie fucking did the entire soundtrack, and he was actually an unlockable character in that game.
That
I was going to say, I
the-
remember the game. I
think it was
didn't know there was a
before.
movie in all this. Yeah.
Was it 4?
the TV show just happened, and this is not true, but thank you for the money, Heihachi. They were RC cars in I believe in Twisted Metal Small Brawl, but no, in the
Oh,
games it was
wow.
always actual people, because the story, the premise, the plot was always paper thin, but it was like there's a guy named Calypso, and he's hosting a tournament, and if you win, you get to make a wish, and it was always like monkey's paw type thing. That's where it becomes Twisted Metal Black. Is it because it's
The
a
monkey
I
spot?
want my wife back.
So yeah, people would win and then wish for something, but then in a cruel irony, he would grant their wish, but in a fucked up way.
Yeah.
You know.
So there's a magic element to it where he's like a genie.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's sort of like a malevolent
deity.
trickster genie kind of.
Yeah.
Warlock.
Yo, by the way, cinema recommended movie corner. I just watched that George Miller movie that came out. The one he did before Furiosa. It was 3,000 Years of Longing. Yo, that shit's dope. I can't believe it completely passed me by. It's about Tilda Swinton is in Turkey, which sounds delicious, but no, the country.
Down
And,
with turkey.
Yeah, and she finds like some old relic, what do they call it, a souvenir in the ruins,
An artifact.
an artifact. That's it. Yeah. And it's like a bottle, and so she's washing it in the sink, and it breaks, and then a genie comes out, played by Idris Elba, and the whole movie is this conversation between her and the genie, where you're wondering, like, is this a trickster genie, or is what he's saying real? Like, is he going to actually sincerely grant her 3 wishes? It's fucking good, man. I was really surprised, like, how good this movie is. So, folks, check that out. It's George Miller, and he did Mad Max and Happy Feet.
Yeah.
2 great movies.
Yeah.
Oscar worthy.
So yeah, I really enjoyed that. But we got one last request, and we're going to get out of here because I could tell Max be getting sleepy, and I'm sleepy.
Yeah, so
The eepiest
typically
boys.
I give the guest a soft out in an hour, but I figured Max would tell us to pound sand if he wanted to get going.
Oh,
Yeah.
because he's Arab Tony Hinchcliffe. He's going to
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we got one last request by Drew, and he just wanted to watch the first 3 minutes of the movie Plague Dog. So we'll end on that.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys
No,
for
it's
being
fine.
on for over 3 hours.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well,
I
I
can
thought it would
take
be-
the
I
time.
thought it would
Yeah.
be 2, but three
I-
works as well.
I hope this boosts y'all's numbers. It definitely helps mine.
And it's my fault because typically when we're having a guest on, I would say to them, hey, you're not obligated to go over an hour, but a lot of people stay and have fun or whatever. Ian kind of already known. Max has been here before, so I just
Yeah,
like,
I definitely
kind
did
of like
way less time last time I was on, but I was also like at
you
a
at a
party.
party on your phone. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
less sustainable.
But you're not held hostage here with
I
those crazy
remember this
lunatics.
movie. I remember the trailer.
Not
for
held
this
hostage,
scared
but held
me.
sausage.
This scared me as a kid, but let's see. I remember this.
I don't feel no pain no more. I don't feel
Plagues are scary.
no pain no more.
Adams, didn't he run Watership Down?
This cruel world behind, and I found my peace of
Mark Burger.
I don't
Oh, I'm hungry.
Me too.
Mm,
Yeah, let's get burgers.
I love burgers. I had a Whopper yesterday.
Attaboy.
Flame
I
broiled.
don't feel no pain no more. I don't feel no pain no more.
The entire 3 minutes was going to be the
I
opening
think it's
credits.
just the credit, dude.
I watched it.
I remember the trailer for this as a
And
kid
I found my
would be on some VHS tapes. Like I'd be watching a different cartoon,
I don't
and this would be a trailer. And I remember the trailer scaring me.
no pain.
I'm trying.
pretty scared right now.
It feels familiar, but I'm trying.
Yeah,
I don't know if I know this. I have no idea yet.
I vaguely remember this.
It's definitely spoopy.
Oh shit! Dude.
Oh no, not a dog drowning.
Puppy.
Don't do this to me.
Hello.
Oh no.
Drew paid for us to watch a dog drown.
Wow, man.
I think he's starting
Incredible.
to plug it in.
Dude, he's just taking me on such an emotional roller coaster.
Do you think they drowned a real dog to figure out how to animate this?
Mocap, yeah.
It's just like a Milo and Otis.
Yeah, dude. I
They
loved
drowned a
Milo
real
and Otis when
dog.
I was a kid.
Yeah, and then they recorded it.
Dude, what?
Please tell me the dog's going to
Drew.
become a superhuman dog after they
Oh, and with
rescue
the
it.
fucking hook. Yeah, get him out of here, dude.
2 seconds.
6.5 minutes longer than Wednesday's test, and about 12
Take
minutes
it to
longer than the one
Chinatown.
before that. It's remarkable how regular the increase appears to be, isn't it? Be interesting to see what happens when its expectation of removal is countered by its physical limits. Shouldn't be too much longer.
Shall I schedule the tank for Monday, Doctor?
Same procedure as last time. Oh, yes.
Is this Dr. Fauci? This is rough.
This is Tufts University.
We do have a monkey set aside for that. Huh?
You know about that?
Just waiting for the go
Oh,
ahead.
what's that?
Right. Then
The
let's
college
just-
Tufts University used to like back in the day, they ran experiments about like they wanted to run experiments of how bones healed, so they would just break dog legs and then just watch them heal, and they got in a lot of trouble. I think the government stepped in and was like, yeah, you can't be breaking dog legs.
Even the government was like, okay, this is too much violence.
The government was like, we're doing some pretty heinous shit right now, but this is a step too far for us.
Yeah.
Well, that was really disturbing.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
No,
at
they
all.
rescued the dog at the end, but I was going through more emotions than I felt in a while watching the dog
That
struggle.
really
in the water.
got me, dude.
Yeah,
that
pretty
kind
uncomfortable.
$10 from Hayachi Mishima, King of the Iron Fist. Any Melvin song of Dalton choice if you can't decide, play Going Blind. Well, I guess we'll end on Corn-Fed Radio. We'll do a. I already got one queued
Palate
up.
cleanser from a
This is the end of
fucking
the
drowning
show.
dog.
This is the end. So if anyone wants to give me more money, do it. But I'm not doing any more requests after this. But please give me money. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt is the Patreon.
Yeah, it's getting the same clipping. All right.
Yeah, it's a StreamYard thing. I like this more than Dogs Drowning, though. If I had to pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Jimmy Cone with a golden talking dog who was having a drive along the mango. I got a job. I took my orders from the big U. The list was long and the fire Dr. Jekyll, it was high time. But it was
Thanks.
The border, the liner note.
I quit my job and rode the mule to Chicago and know that I was angry. With a dog and talking dog, you always have to think about what you're seeing. The list of Lord and the fire Dr. Mule, it was high time to do the
Fucking love Melvins. Goddamn snare, man.
drumming on this one is interesting. This whole album. It's not Dale Crover on drums. Original drummer Mike Dillon. Dale Crover is on bass for this album.
Dude, I love that band so much.
Yeah, I love the Melvins. Yeah, that's a yeah, that was Dale Crover, who's usually their drummers on bass, and then their original drummer Mike Dillard's on drums for that album, and obviously King Buzzo on guitar and vocals. You seen those guitars he plays? It's like one big piece of aluminum.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking insane.
It's like a $4,000 guitar.
Yeah, and I've watched a couple videos of him breaking down the mechanics of it, and I'm like, dude, that is just so insane, but it makes sense for the fattest fucking doom metal, stoner metal riffs. So
yeah, it's a cool looking guitar. I've never seen like a solid metal the whole thing is made out of,
and it's deceptively like super heavy. Supposedly.
Oh, is it heavy?
Yeah.
Damn.
But it's because a lot of the internal shit he has in there.
Wow. Well, shout out to the Melvins. That's a cool band. I love that band, and that's a cool album. So that's the show, everybody. Max, Marcus, thank you for hanging out.
Yeah, no, it was fun. It was a good time.
Ian, Max is at Max Marcus Comedy. Go follow him. Ian is at Goth Moses Jones on Twitter, and his band is Holy Coast. So be sure to look for them and listen to their tracks. And then the album comes out September 12th. And then subscribe to the Patreon for this channel, which is patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. So here lately, the Patreon has just been solo. It's just been me doing audio. I just talking to my phone for like an hour. People seem to enjoy it. But I guess I should start doing more. I don't know what I should
Now
do.
that you have the camera, you
just
got
stream it. Just StreamYard yourself if you're gonna.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. I mean, I was doing some stuff with Pandatron for a while. I should reach back out to him. I keep saying I'm going to do that. So you know what? The Patreon is going to be me and Pandatron again soon.
Can you do a live stream behind a paywall?
Yes, yeah, we do that with Crowder Boys every week.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah.
So, but all that's to say, no matter what, subscribe to the Patreon. It's $5, as little as $5 a month. If you subscribe to the $25 tier, the Fraternal Order of Cornfed tier, you get the Fraternal Order of Cornfed decal after 3 months. So it's patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. The decal, when you break it down, I guess it is $75 after the 3 months. So $75 for a sticker, but it's worth it. Good night, everybody.
See you guys.
Hey, good night.